Welcome to Kranky Live, the show where bold minds meet real talk. This isn't your average sports or news show. It's where we break down sports, culture, and controversy with facts, fire, and fearless honesty. Here, truth cuts through the noise and hype gets exposed. From football to track and field, from world issues to local debates, we ask the tough questions, speak without fear, and go deeper than the headlines. We don't follow the crowd, we set the trend. While others recycle the same tired takes, we bring fresh insight, unfiltered analysis, and bold perspectives. No echo chambers, no puppet talk, just real conversation for people who think for themselves. Listen with your brain, not just your ears. Think critically, question boldly, and speak freely. This is Kranky Live, where reason rules the mic and truth always win. Come on, let's get into it. Buenos noches, good night. How are you guys doing out there in YouTube land? Welcome to the Balanced View Kranky Live podcast show. This is an impromptu show, people. I had no plan to do a show. I was busy engaging with family members. I said, you know what? People talk some football, but talk with the persons who are interested in the Reggae Boyz, what they're doing, how they're doing it. One love, bless up. Chorus came early. Are you doing chorus? I think it's a good time to talk football now, because we'll talk about best 11. Yeah, jump ahead as usual. Oh no, we'll talk about best 11. Dr. Dan. Many doctors them can't agree with the doctor. I was in the doctor's office for 2.5 hours today. Me and doctors in the war. Tell the doctor something now, pay him to him fix my problem. People come in the office and they want to get paid. So that ain't working. We don't if you give me a lemon car, me a warranty on it. Okay, we go doctor people. You do click. It's not clickbait. Not clickbait. It's interest. Oh no, we're not clickbait. We're not do clickbait. Why so long? Because I saw this day. I'm busy. Ophthalmologist. Man, mess up my eye. I do surgery. I mean, if people, let me tell you this. I'm a digress a little bit. I do surgery, and we can see a 1 second better. Hey, people, than I could see before. When your doctor start knock on wood, you know you're in trouble. When you go doctor and him start knock on him table, say like a lock thing, you know you're in trouble. So I'm in trouble. So remember, doctor had a lot of discussion. Hey, Dr. Dan, after me done pay enough money in my pocket on Dr. Dan, because I had surgery, and what happens is if you do the optimal component surgery, so you have a traditional surgery manual, and you decide to enhance it, and you spend out of pocket much $1,000, and it still not work. Wrong thing. So I go to doctor today and say, I owe him money. I say, I don't owe you no money. Do you fix my problem now? I not pay you. No, I think I go in and they call me to the office and say, oh, you owe some money. I say, what do you mean owe your money? He said, yeah, you owe money. You haven't paid. I say, I not pay you no. I say, if you pay you, I not fix the problem. You have to fix the problem if you get paid. No, it doesn't take time. Oh, no, and because the doctor nervous. In terms of them check with all them colleagues, them. I don't want to digress tonight too much, but except to say this. I not pay him to fix the problem. That's all I say. I talk pattern up. I not pay him to fix the problem. I owe him some money. I pay enough paying him. Insurance company pay already. And me pay the hospital when I got the hospital. But I not pay him for portion money yet. Because extra money. And I tell him, say, boy, I hold on for the money to me can see better. So, I'm greedy. Because I don't know, say I wait people and I want me say I want yeah me do I want yeah me do. I mean I not fix. So the other one not even touch yet, right? Long story. I don't want to get night tonight. Long story. We'll talk some football, but it's I was very frustrated. Very frustrated, people. And people, don't help me out tonight now. Give me some likes and mize up the likes them. So I had no plans. I was in doctor's office 2 hours today. Then I had to go get my niece who had surgery today. So peer surgery in my family today. So I was busy all day, and then all of a sudden I say, you know what, let's do a quick show. Oh, then they make money because I saw the insurance bill. I saw my insurance company pay them for one eye, people. Imagine you pay about over 10G for just one year if you have 15-minute surgery. No wonder people don't go to Colombia go do surgery and go Brazil go do surgery and don't come in America. A joke thing. The whole total bill is over 10G for one eye. Because the other eye nothing to, and the eye no fix. And that 2 eye if get done. Me can't do the other eye till me see one fix. A joke thing that. Joke thing. Joke thing. But anyway, well, if you talk football, me have my personal problem if you go deal with the doctor. I'm telling you something, I'm PM to fix my eye. I said, Mr. No, sir. If me can't thank us, I'm miserable. It's me in life that. No fake thing. If you go back to school. Now he's well repped. I did a lot of research before I engage him. And him office full. That's him office full 24/7 people. 24/7. The money that's print money. I tell you. No. Actually, here's the funny thing about these people. You know, it's because of football now. So after my surgery, people, I went to me chat to me AI. I mean, AI talk for about 2 days straight. I'm going to him print out. I said, doctor, is it a refracture issue? Is it this issue? Is that issue? I said, no, I'm doing the measurement right. Because I had LASIK about a long time ago. So it makes it more complicated when you have LASIK. So you have to get the measurement real precise. Him said the measurement still precise because him check and double check and triple check. I'm not sure say precise. Because me thought me an AI conversation, about 3 AI me talk to. I never do Anthropic, I never do Claude, but I do Gemini, I do ChatGPT, I do Perplexity. And all I combine with similar responses about what the problem could be. So yeah. Hey, people see that Dan Rich, the man say any procedure make money. One of my hard cut is 10. Just cut her, you cut at 10K. I do a 10 a day, that's 100K for a day. Hey, I say, doctor, make money in a star. And if you go to Colombia, probably can get it for about $1,000. A friend of mine went to Colombia, get some mouth work done. She's paid 5G and a 28G. They want a USV CM surgery. And she tell me, well, it's 10 times better than the US. Your back drop shot. What does that mean? RR? I'm gonna speak Gen Z or teenager conversation with speak old people conversation RR. I have to keep up with me RR. I'm kind of old. I'm gonna tell some people. When I had my LASIK done, I'm gonna digress tonight. Hey people, tonight a free fall. We'll get to the Jamaica thing. Free fall. When I had my LASIK done, long time ago, 2000 we get LASIK done. It cost me $5,000. The surgery was less than 10 minutes. He was doing 10, 15 a day. No, not 15 a day. Probably about 10 a day, I do. Him go in one room. Him do him come out. Him do the surgery quick and go back in one room. Him do more than 10 a day. Him probably do about 15, 20 a day. Probably about that. I calculate he's making about $100,000 a day. Seriously. He was in Manhattan at a special office. He worked for about 8-9 hours for the day. I calculate he was doing between 50 and 100K a day. And he worked 5 days a week. He's printing money. And that was 20 years ago, people. 20 years ago. What the hell is this? So yeah. Time is money. I know. I'm in the wrong profession. I'm in the retirement profession. It's the wrong profession. So all I know in things I'm doing, clickbait. ONON, we don't do clickbait twin. I was trying to do this quick ONON. I sat on my desk here about 8:20 Eastern Standard Time and said, you know what, I'm gonna do a show. So I take time to put the thing together. So yeah. Rule cannot cut. Yeah. People make money, man. Doctors make money. Doctors, dentists, cardiologists, ophthalmologists, all just make a lot of money. So I went to the wrong thing. Actually, when I first came to the state, I thought about I should have tried to pursue medicine. I don't think I had the mental acuity to do medicine. Actually, I don't think I had the mental faculty. So I didn't like blood in the first place. Plus, I'm not sure I was that depth. I prefer finance, but at the same time, the money's you go to school for a long time still. Enough work. You go to school for about 10 years. Enough work, especially if it's specialized, probably even longer. But cataract surgery is a regular, everyday thing, 15-minute surgery. Here's the thing, people. Them use laser, Use laser first to come in, and with a specialized lens that they just came out with is a trifocal lens. And it costs, and the insurance don't cover it. because you know I have to have that. You can't do it manual. But I decided to go that route, and 15 years Dr. Dan. So you take shortcut. You're not finance first. And you're about 30 something. You take shortcut, Dr. Dan. Me did the add up with a Dr. Dan quick. But anyway, let's talk some football, people. Let's talk football. Me complain too much. According to so no, it's not overly complex. It's not medicine. It's not medicine. You get a CPA or you get a chartered accountant, it's not medicine, but it don't pay bad either. I'm not telling you, it don't pay bad. Even though, by the way, people, would you like me to do a show on AI, a live show or a video? Tell me. Because I've been doing a lot of research on AI, people. I am very concerned for those of you who are in the workforce. In fact, I'm gonna have my nephew do trade. I'm gonna do him do a trade. You know, I'm going to college. I'm concerned for him. I was listening to what's his name from Google, Schmidt, who's to run Google, and it's not a pretty picture. I think the world is in for a shock. We're getting a paradigm shift. But anyway, we won't talk that tonight. Let's get to football. Some people, can call into the show tonight. You know, we don't want to go too in depth because today is Tuesday. We have tomorrow. We have Thursday, and we have Friday. I'm not doing on Thursday. I have an appointment Thursday, but I do Friday. I do a pre-game show. A watch along, but I have an appointment Friday. Watch along, pre-game show and post-game show, and then I'm going to do another show tomorrow. Yeah, no, we have the trade. We have skill and show. Yeah, I agree with that. All right, it's going to be a little bit time for them to get to carpenter and plumber and all them people, let's say, and nurse, even though a robot will come in play. But if you're a programmer, if you're an accountant, if you're a doctor, Dr. Dana, you may talk to. Because my doctor have something, you know. And then I go doctor, I have my sheet them in front of me. If you're a lawyer, first of all, if you're a paralegal, you might as well just change profession because you'll get put out of business. I'm not concerned for when me retire. Now, I am concerned. I have a bunch of nieces and nephews, and I'm trying to figure out what direction to put them in because the traditional college stuff now work no more. Not working anymore. And by the way, I did write a paper on my channel talking about they have a couple of schools, one in Arizona, one in Virginia, where AI is doing the teaching. AI is not the teacher. They just have someone in that class as a guide, but AI the teacher. You know, you get taught by AI about 2-3 hours a day, and you have the rest of the day for the way you want to. Total. Go up on my website and read the article. It's really interesting. Yeah, no, the world is gonna change materially, and I'm not sure where the world's gonna go. And it's you know what? I'm talking about the show I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do a show on this. And you guys should call into the show. Kranky, Whisper is the team now. I don't have Whisper in my list here. I don't know. One of the reasons why I have the thumbnail I have, which is one of my questions is this, people, which is what is our best? So in most teams, you have a core like 15 players. If you look at England team, they have core 15 and maybe 8 flexible. Or you may have 17 or 18 core, maybe 5 flexible. Now, we had a lot of injuries the last time around, so we brought in some players. But do we have a core 18? And if you have the core team, do we know what the starting 11 is? Is it set? Like to me, England starting 11 is basically set. But the defense is all over the place, so they may struggle with the defense. They like the right and left back. But the Billinghams and the Keans, that's set. Saka, that's set. Not change. Do we have that? Float, so I'm not seeing is coming. What coming, Float? Wait, hold up, Float. Oh, Float said CPA exam is very difficult, I heard. It's only difficult if you don't study for it the right way. I mean, I took the exam. It's 4 parts. I think I took 2 and 2. And I was working 50-hour weeks and still. It's only difficult. Like everything else in life, people, if you prepare the right way, you're all right. I don't know about now, but I took it a while ago. But yeah, a lot of people fail it, but I don't think people put in the right effort with the right guidance and the right study guide. And if you do, it's not overly complex. Whispers in the team. I didn't see that actually. So who dropped out? Because I haven't. Who dropped out the team? Adik says starting there for getting there. Are we truly getting there though, Adik? So I'll put up the whole thing. So who did Whisper replace people? Because I just peeled the list. And by the way, a friend of mine is in, anybody, if you're in Curaçao, people, a friend of mine just texted me from Curaçao. I see he's staying at the same hotel as the Curaçao team. And he said he wants to know where the Jamaica team is. He's Jamaican, by the way. He went to watch the game. As people know, I have an event on Saturday, so I couldn't go. And I wasn't even struggle to go because, you know, some don't like fly. So, but he went down to watch the game, and he wants to know where Jamaica was training and where the team is residing. I contact someone at JFF, and he's going at me, I beg him something. So me just say, you know, because he come back to me and say, well, only the media is there for the first 15 minutes, and he no respond to me about the team. So me say, you know what? Me not beg people for nothing. Me just move on. Not even follow up with him. Me just tell him, said thanks. In a very sarcastic way, to be honest. I hope he get the sarcasm. Because I eat that thing him I go on with. Like me, I beg him something. I don't know, so I mean them thing there. But anyway, I mean my feelings when it comes to that. I'm not asking no likes tonight, because I'm not really prepared for that show, yeah. So I'm all over the place. So I'm not asking no likes. If you want to give me likes, I appreciate it. But if you don't want to give it to me. So I watch Maverick today. I watch Maverick drop a video. But Mason Greenwood again. You know, Maverick milk them thing, they forget him likes and him thing. And Maverick start true a word. Maverick got true a word. I wonder if I mean my true a word too. Maverick, yeah, hypocrite. Because me, I talk about how people like Pinnock committed. Maverick, and then you see him one talk about say, oh, basically said the Englishman is not committed. You've been saying that for the longest time. Eh? You see him when I talk about the Englishman is not committed, you know. When Dixon them play and Cephas play, all them play with energy and effort and this and that. The only person you give credit to a Lati. I know you talk about the Englishman and committed, you call Pinnock name. Really? Pinnock probably the least committed of all the Englishman name. Because Pinnock drop up that all the time and half the time and get called. You want hypocrite, man. Go ahead. Hypocrite. Me I call you out, you know. You don't have to call my name. Me I call you out. I call you out. When we go to the football people, because I hypocrite go on with. And the whole Mason Greenwood thing. Let me say this. I don't think Greenwood. This is gonna sound really because I make this statement. I think some of them are profound sometimes. I don't think Greenwood will play for Jamaica until he start making decisions for himself. I don't think Greenwood is the one who decided not to play for Jamaica. I think his handlers are the ones who are doing it. You know, I was following the Greenwood situation for a long time. I had a lot of what I call inside information about the process. That's why you see me drop a video and I was extremely upset. Got into my feelings about why he didn't come, because I thought it was a done deal, and then when I get them thing and say, you know what, we're not coming now. So I don't think it's really Greenwood though. I think Greenwood handlers are the ones who are controlling the situation. Greenwood will not play for England again, and I don't think he's going to play for Jamaica anytime soon. No, he's not going to play for England again. They don't care how good he is. I mean, Bob got talk about people go away. Now Greenwood is not playing for England, R&R. That's not happening. He's not playing for England. That's not going to happen. If you listen to English channel to Talk Sports or Sky or any other podcast, you realize that Greenwood time in England is done. And I don't think he's going to play for Jamaica anytime soon either. I don't see that happening. I think his handlers are shielding him and sheltering him. And I mean, they may have this foolhardy view that he will get a chance to play for England. I'm willing to bet some money on that. I'm not a betting man because I work hard for my money. But I'm willing to bet some money he's not playing for England ever again. I mean, use the word ever. Now, unless the whole population change in the next 10 years, he ain't play for England. I don't think he's going to play for Jamaica anytime soon either. I don't think he's going to play for Jamaica at the World Cup. If Jamaica makes it, I don't think he's going to play anytime soon. So we had this big back and forth. And somebody set me straight. Cataract set me straight, actually. Because I did my research and somehow, boy, sometimes the internet not get good information now. So remember I was saying that Greenwood, I was told initially that Greenwood got his papers because he wanted to be a local player in France, right? And then I broadcasted that on my channel. And then Jason Gunnar sent me something in writing, which suggests that only countries where you are a colony of that country are given that dispensation to allow players to be deemed local versus and exempt from being considered sort of players who are not subject to the foreigner or restriction requirement, right? And then So I was running with that because I did my own research and it agrees with Jason Gunnar. And then Cataract called me and says, no. Cataract dad was in the UN and working a lot of different agreements. Cataract dad is a known commodity. So I asked Cataract if it skip a generation or something. But anyway, you never get Cataract all the time. So Cataract sent me something. So I should look at the Continental Agreement, which is an agreement which much larger than just sports, but gives certain exemptions to African and Caribbean countries, and seem to indicate that even though Jamaica is not a colony of France, or is a colony of England, right? And England is no longer in the EU, but that it's still allow for the exemption for Caribbean players. So a Jonathan Rowe, for example, who already got his citizenship, and a Mason Greenwood, and there's another player now in Marseille who also is in that same situation. They probably are granted that exemption. So it may be that Greenwood got his papers to get that exemption. That's what it seemed like. Given the Continental Agreement, and you can go look it up online. Cataract asked me to look into it, and I did do some research. So we keep going around in circle about this whole thing, but I think the Continental Agreement will probably give you more perspective on that. So maybe that's the reason why I got it. But regardless of why I got it, we're not focused on Greenwood anymore. I have moved on. I have made peace with myself. Greenwood, I wish him the best of luck. Hope he does well. But we should stop talking about him. I agree with that concept, that idea. Doesn't make talk about something you don't have. When we get it, if he can come, him come. If he don't come, don't come. People say if he come, we should tell him to go jump off our bridge. But my view on that is this: when we tell players that we no longer need them and want them in the national team, isn't that correspondingly how that works? Whereby you can discard a player, if the player don't want to play for the country, we want to curse them until we go jump off a bridge, right? I don't understand how that works. We have players that we discard, right? We didn't call Roman Burrell in the last window, and he could ask the question, well, why wasn't I called? I played well in the Unity Cup. Why you call somebody else instead of me, right? So we call in Cadamarteri, who was new and who I support, by the way. We didn't call Burrell, even though Burrell played before him and Burrell scored and he played well. So we can't have it both ways. We can't be hypocrites and says, well, the player should go jump off a bridge if they don't come and play for us. But then when we discard them, we think it's okay. Look at Speedy. We discard Speedy. Speedy was a yearful servant for Jamaica. We say, Speedy, we don't need you anymore. We don't even call him. We discard Daniel Johnson, right? So we think it's okay to discard players, but it's okay, but it's not okay if they say they don't want to come play for us. I don't understand how that works. I don't think that's fair. So I've made peace with that and say I'm going to move on. I don't talk about Greenwood anymore. Well, I'm only going to talk about Greenwood with people. Other people talk about Greenwood. We just got Ravel, who probably right now could walk into that midfield with his eyes closed. Even when he has a pot belly and he's on the beach and drinking 2 beer, I'm still better on the midfield we have, because our midfield is challenged, in my view. Challenged. So, who did Whisper come into the team for? Because people say Whisper is in the team. I hadn't seen that, actually. I haven't been following the football as close as I should, even though I talked to my friend and he took some pictures. He showed me some couple players from. He's at the same hotel as the players from Curaçao. I took pictures with them. Good night. Who am I speaking to?
Hello. Good night, Kranky. You're speaking with Gavin.
Gavin, how are you doing? What do you have to say, Gavin?
I'm doing well. I'm just trying to get some clarity on something that you just said.
Yes.
You pose a rather interesting question, which causes me to start to trying to seek some answer from what you just said. On the basis of what you just said, I think is a really interesting question in the fact that you said that, what happens when we discard player versus when they discard us such. But how do you reconcile with what you said previously by stating that there are players who are helping us along the way and are very good servants to the process so far, but based on what you're saying, those persons who will come after, they should get the preference over them if it is that we assess that they are if we assess that they are quote unquote better, how do you reconcile with that?
Well, no, I reconcile with that. That's life. Life is a bitch. Sorry to use that phrase. Life's a bitch. So here's where I do it is. Just equate it to club football. You support Arnett Gardens. You support Mount Pleasant. You support Arsenal. If you get a better player in your team, you have to discard someone to put that better player in your team, correct? Because you all as fans, we don't really care. No, we just want to win. The reason why we get upset when Mason Green don't want to come, because we know he gives us a better chance to win, and we just want to win. So I understand what you're saying in terms of, that's what I'm saying, from a player standpoint, the player, I've always said this is not hypocritical. The player has to do what's best for him and his family. Don't go in this whole patriot thing and no. You do what's best for you and your family, because when you can't play anymore, whether it's injury or you're not good enough, you get discarded. So you have to do what's best for you and your family. In the same time, the team wants to win. So this concept where I hear people saying, well, they got us to the World Cup, so we're going to discard them for somebody that's coming in. Well, I use the analogy with the championship. Well, any league where you have promotion. If you're in the championship, say you are Sheffield Wednesday, maybe they're League One. Say you are Hull City or any team, or you're Leicester, where Bobby Reid is, and get promoted to Premier League. You're not going to take the same team up to the Premier League because you want to compete and stay in the Premier League. You're going to get rid of some of the players who got you up to the Premier League, even though they all celebrated and they all were happy they got you there. It's life in general. Even if it's in the professional environment, you find somebody better, they may actually go find another job because somebody's better going to take your space. So it's not hypocritical what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is if I'm a player, I'm going to think about number one first is me, then the country and the team. Because when they come to dispose of me, no fan going to feel sorry for you if there's a better player coming in. In fact, they forgot you ever existed. So I empathize with the players. That's why I hear me saying I'm not going to beat Mason Greenwood, because he has to make a decision that best fits his situation. That's up to him. But if he decides to come, I'm not going to, I would have said, you know what? No, don't bring him in because he dissed us. But did he really diss us? He decided he didn't want to come play. That's his prerogative. If the coach thinks he's good enough and weak, he can help us win. We don't care about Mason Greenwood. We don't give a damn about Mason Greenwood. None of us. All we care about is winning. We don't care about Mason Greenwood. We don't know what he does when he wakes up. We don't really care when he wakes up what he wants to do. All we want him to do is not get injured, come play for us so we can win. That's all. We don't care about him.
But how is that any different from us from the situation where we are constantly not calling we're not calling a Robel, or we're not calling a DJ, for example?
No, the point I'm making is that I'm making that point. It's the point I'm making, which is this. We discard players like Daniel Johnson. We discard players like Ravel. We discard players like, there's a name that's slipping me, I can't remember. Well, I was always giving a hard time. Plays center half, tall, lanky, light skin. Can't remember his name now. But we discard these players sometimes for years and don't call them. And some of them are very upset. I heard Ramon Barrell was upset. I heard Jamal Lowe is upset. We don't call them. What are they going to do? They can't force their way into the team. Right? We don't call them. Mm-hmm. But if we call them and they'll say they're not coming, we lose our minds. We get upset. Who they are to diss us? Oh, you're playing for a country, playing for the badge. You are this the country, you are this the badge. And we go on and on and on when we discard them when we feel like it. So that can't be fair. So it's not fair either way. It's not fair to ask a country not to call the best players. It's also not fair to berate players if they decide they don't want to play for you or decide not to take a call up. Yeah, Hector. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Michael Hector. Thank you, Leon, and thank you, Tony and Lee Young. People get the right away of those players. We discard some players for years. We discard Wes Arden. He ain't do nothing to get discarded. We don't call him. He came, play a couple of games. He played halfway decent. We went with other people who are not even as good as he is. And if you're there and somebody comes into the team that you're better than, and you're like, well, why didn't they call me? Sometimes it's personal. I spoke to someone in the JFF, and he was telling me about a player who don't do this and don't do this. And I'm sitting there thinking, I felt like cussing. I was like, what are you talking about? This player is better than all the players you have. And he's trying to convince me, and I'm sitting there not being convinced. Can't convince me because I know the players. And I've been around the players sometime, and I've seen the players play. And I'm doing my YouTuber, and they said we don't know about football. I know a little bit about football. The player is very, very good. The player should be in the team, and he's making also an excuse not to bring him in. Because sometimes those people want to bring in their own players. Sometimes it's not even fair, Carla. It's not even fair. They want their players in the team, and they do anything to negate another player, to disparage another player, to get their players in the team. It's not fair.
was a zero-sum game.
It is a zero-sum game. It's a zero-sum game. And it has to be, actually. It has to be. Otherwise, we will all lose trust in the process. If you are a good player, you play for the national team, I am better than... No, let's do the other way around. Say I'm a good player, I play for the national team. I've been playing for 5-6 years. You're better than me. It's clear to everybody. I play CDM. You're a CDM. You should get into the team over me because you're just better. I can't use legacy and history and the way I used to play as the criteria to be in the team over you. That's not fair. That happens sometimes, by the way, but it's not fair.
Right.
Not fair.
Before I go, Kranky, I want to ask you, what do you think are the prospects? What do you think, given the current situation at Nottingham Forest, how do you see things playing out with Omari? He doesn't seem to be getting a lot of games, and under Postecoglou or whatever his name is, he seems to be on his way up because the fans are losing their minds, and he doesn't seem to be any closer to the national league. Now I'm calling for him to play to Jamaica because for me, our boat has sailed.
Yeah. So wait. So do you want to come play for the national team or not? That's the question I'm asking.
Me personally,
yeah.
He's moved on. He's decided to move on. He made up his mind. So I'm thinking that we move on as well.
Okay. So look, I mean, in my view, nobody's indispensable, right? Amari came. He didn't want to get capped by us. Amari and his handlers have done a brilliant job of managing his career. Brilliant job. Don't nobody take it out of context. He was at Arsenal. He was going to get no game time Arteta. He went to Chelsea, probably got some decent money. He went to Ipswich. They bought him for almost £20 million. He then moved up to go to Nottingham Forest for £37 million. Along the way, his salary is going up. Done a great job of managing his career. Now with Jamaica, he left sour taste in some people's mouth, but he also had some bad experiences. And I'm sure that probably affected him in terms of him making the decision not to come and play for Jamaica. He's not in a good situation because he has Elanga on one wing and he has Hudson-Odoi on the other wing. It's hard to get those two players out because he's not better than them. So where's he going to get playing time? Now it's a long season and they're playing Europa League, but he may struggle to get game time. Now he's probably was the highest. I think for this season he cost £30-something million. So probably one of the higher value players that they have acquired this year. But I don't see him getting. He's not going to be a starter unless somebody gets injured. He ain't going to be a starter. Will he come up play for Jamaica? I don't know. But some people are of the notion that we should not take anybody on board who didn't help us get to the World Cup. Now, to me, that's foolhardy. I'll be honest, it's foolhardy. Get your best team. The players who get you there, give them a share of the money they're going to get. But don't say they shouldn't come join a team. I don't think. Because here's the concept about that, which is this. Suppose you have 2 or 3 players in the JPL who have exceed expectation. They get contract to go overseas. And this happens in March next year. And in April, they're playing brilliant football. You're going to say, oh, I can't get them in the team because you know what? We have other players who got us there. Would you bring them in? I said Elanga. I'm sorry, not even Elanga. Who was playing right wing for yeah, you're right. Elanga went from Man U to them to. So no, I meant whoever's playing right wing for sorry. No, Hudson-Odoi is on the left. Somebody says on the right. Even on the right wing, he's not going to get out. Gibbs White playing in the midfield. I forgot who's on the right, but he's not going to get them out. He's not going to get them out. But you're right. Elanga is at Newcastle. He went from Man U to Nottingham Forest to Newcastle. But he's not going to. I was watching this week and I was saying to myself, he's not going to be the starter in this team and he's going to struggle because Hutchinson likes to play football. That's why he moves so much also. He's not going to sit and wait. So, all right, Colin. If another caller come in, but I appreciate the call.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, man, bless up. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Hello? Hello? Can't hear you, Nakala. I know you're on the line. Say the number I move. Can't hear you. Hello? Can't hear the caller, people. It's a 954 number. Let me try calling back. I don't know who I call. Let me try calling back. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize for the mix-up with Elanga because Elanga leave. But I did watch him this weekend, and I did watch when the player on the right. When I looked at Amari, I didn't see Amari starting. And Nottingham Forest is a very funny team. You know, they might buy enough players. They buy a lot of players, so they're not one of the team going to be settled either. And I'm not sure Edu is going to settle. Because we know Edu will turn over people. Conrad, good night. How you doing? That analogy is not comparable at all, bro. I'm not sure what analogy you're talking about, Winston. And this person is not answering. Hello?
Kranky.
Why else?
Why? Kranky.
Yeah.
We should couldn't stop and talk about some of the things we talk about more while.
Wait, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah, because guess what?
Yeah.
You see, when you're talking, I have some answer to ask sometimes, Kranky. And I know you will get up. I know you're gonna get upset.
So what you want to say about you? You're talking around a circle. So what you want to say?
All right, Kranky.
When you criticize somebody, just go into the criticism right away, man. No procrastinate. Yeah.
Guess what? When you keep a show, who you defend?
Why defend?
Yeah.
I defend logic. I'm a big defender of logic.
All right, to me, Kranky, I would say you don't born in Jamaica.
What have to
born in England?
What have to do with the slice of bread?
Everything.
Okay, go ahead.
You don't talk like a man who come from Jamaica. You're a maverick talk. You don't talk like that.
Really? You think so?
Go ahead.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't talk like how Maverick talk. I hope not. I don't think that's a respectful. I don't think that's something I would like to talk like how Maverick talk.
No, true Jamaican.
What do you mean true Jamaican? What's a true Jamaican? What you talking about? Wait. So you are your partner?
Copy.
Eh? What you talking about?
Jamaican, Kranky. True Jamaican. No, don't talk the way you talk, my general.
What does that mean? Please explain.
You don't talk like you have no ties with the country.
I don't talk like I do what? I have any ties to the country. I have ties to
like I tell you.
So what does he mean? I'm talking like to the country. What does that mean? Ties to the country? You mean like a rope? What do you mean? What do you mean ties to the country?
Kranky. All right. A soldier that died for him country, right?
Uh-huh.
Why different? Try to come and play football for your country. Dead they are dead. A soldier knows he can go out there and bomb, kill him, a shot kill him, and he still go fight him country. Yeah,
okay. You know a lot of Indians and Caribbean people died in World War II, and it wasn't their war, right? And they were soldiers for that country. They weren't born in England. So a lot of Indians, tons of Indians, Pakistanis, Jamaicans, Caribbean died in World War II for a fight that was in Europe. You know that, right? So I'm trying to understand the analogy. It doesn't really work for me. It doesn't really work for me.
Because, no, you have it as nothing for a player to turn on to come and play for Jamaica.
No, because it is what you mistake. First of all, it is nothing to turn down a country. Ben White turned on England. Ben White played for England, but he turned on England. Say he's not going to play for the coach. Right? Robert Marson, who's played for Jamaica, got disrespected and not being the team multiple times. He may have personality clash. It could be his part of his problem, but he got dissed. Speedy has gotten dissed. Sometimes Speedy served to the team. Daniel Johnson. Wait, caller.
You're getting old, Kranky. You're getting old.
No.
Rebel past 30, Speedy in M 30. If somebody said that, they don't want to call him back.
You know, Henderson of England is in his 30s, right? You know, Henderson of England is in his 30s, right? What does your age have to do with your playing ability? If you're playing well, you get called. You shouldn't have to do with no age. Ronaldo is about 40 or 39, whatever. Is he playing for Portugal, isn't he? Now, those are extreme. But he's still. But you just said his 30s. You use the 30s example. I'm giving you an example of people in their 30s who are still playing at a high level for their country. Robert Marson is what, 32 or somewhere around there?
Yeah, and he's not playing for a club. Are you on the field?
No, when he was playing for a club in the Middle East. No, when he was playing for a club in the Middle East, he still wasn't getting called.
No, Robert not playing for the club.
Is Daniel Johnson playing for a club? Wait, no, is Daniel Johnson playing for a club in Turkey? Wait, is Daniel Johnson playing for a club? Well, okay. Jamal Lowe is playing for a club. Daniel Johnson is playing for a club. They are
Daniel Johnson. You see Daniel Johnson, when he playing for Jamaica, he don't go forward. Off side to side, back, we ain't go. And
Okay.
you see that.
People say the same thing about Hayden, even though I like it. They say the same thing about Hayden, right?
Yeah, but Hayden cover the difference. He is doing something perfect. He means not losing the ball and tossing the arm to the side.
So there are a lot of people who say Palmer shouldn't play. Look, we can all dispute.
Palmer shouldn't play. Palmer should get dropped.
Right. So that's your view, and maybe others' view, but that's not the coach's view. So we all would have our preferences. We all have our perspective, and each person should be respected about their perspective and who they like and don't like. But you can't tell me because don't use age as the criteria to determine somebody should be the team or not. Use how they're playing. There are players like Antonio wasn't playing any football and he still get called multiple times, right? Is that fair to somebody else who's playing football?
Yes, complete.
Huh? It is fair?
Kranky, what age a player supposed to retire?
There's no age. This was retire when they're not producing anymore.
There is age. When you're in a 35, you're supposed to start and collect pension, Kranky. Not 65. 35, I collect pension when you're playing football.
So what age should you retire from your professional job? What age should you retire?
Kranky.
No. What age should you retire from your job? What age should you retire from your job?
They said 65. Some people don't like to retire.
No. They just give you an age where you can retire. It doesn't mean you have to retire. There's a difference. You can retire versus you have to retire. Some professions mandate a certain age. I think in New York, for example, I think it's 70 for a judge. But for some place, you can work forever. It doesn't really matter. So long as you can produce, you can be a productive citizen, you can work.
Kranky, I used to love football. I'm stopped and play football from at 27 or 25.
Maybe you're never good. Right. You should stop from earlier. maybe you stop too late. Maybe you stop too late. You stop too late. You stop too late.
Kranky, I'll tell you something. But I think my level, he's a man of respect from a long time. Because the outspoken and you always talk is fast. Right? So me think say you're doing too much right now.
What do you mean I'm doing too much? How can I do too much? This is my second show in about 2-3 weeks football show. I've been doing a football show.
You were yesterday. Last time I listened, you were yesterday.
Yeah.
Like you have to when they decide to qualify, you have to about who go come out of the side and one new player will come in to go to work to qualify. And you have to say, no, I'm going to get me in for this. Right?
Yeah.
No, you'll get me in for it. And you still a stage, Kranky.
Okay. Back to that question. Why don't I beat Simonis when he bringing out and player there? Last time we make World Cup in the 98. Why don't I beat Simonis? Him still get beaten for it. Because wait. The man bringing people, I know the team never good enough. No, but hey, let me say something to you. Nobody no want to go World Cup, get knocked out in the first round. Okay? Nobody no want to go World Cup, get knocked out in the first round. You want to get to the World Cup first, and you say, you know what? Okay. Hey, John Brown, I'm sorry, but you have somebody better than you, I'm sorry.
What I'm saying to you.
Yeah?
Don't say to you, them talk about Black Pearl thing, what happened to Black Pearl.
Yeah, I've heard them talk about Black Pearl, yeah?
Yeah, that shows Terence Moore still is getting beaten. Not because he do something.
No, but Black Pearl was indisciplined. Never have no discipline. Everybody know that Black Pearl called him one downfall. Just like how people want to beat Ravel, they don't want to beat Black Pearl because Black Pearl ball in Jamaica. Black Pearl was a brilliant footballer. I see Black Pearl playing live. He was a brilliant footballer, but he wasn't a disciplined person.
Black Pearl beat all himself, Kranky, man. Don't say that.
No, but no people don't want to beat him. No, beat the coach about how he treat Black Pearl. Black Pearl treat himself a certain way. Simonis was all about discipline. Simonis was a disciplinarian, and if you have to work with the criteria that the coach set, and how this coach you have to conform to the coach's methods and how you want to operate. Otherwise, you'll bring other people along with you who may not be, who may be influenced. So the coach had to use you as an example, and Black Pearl used himself as an example.
Boy, Kranky.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you hear talk about some stuff, Kranky. I feel like Kranky, it's not easy, say I'm brave.
I'm not brave, man. I'm not brave. Brave to come past you do talk about football. What it is that I try to be as objective as possible. I do try my best. If I have biases, then they may come out because everybody in our world have bias. Everybody have bias. Everybody have bias in some way, shape, or form. And the bias may be based on how you grew up, culture you come from, your learnings, you all have bias. But can you recognize your bias and can you manage your bias in a way in which you come across or you try to be as objective as possible? Right? That's the thing you should try to do. Because we all have biases. But I'm not biased, I lie to them, I tell them I'm biased. But how do I manage my bias in such a way in which I do work to be as objective as I can and try to be as independent in how I think, how I operate, and how I engage? That's what you should try to do. So, me not think it's brave because my YouTube and someone say. Now, what has happened to me on YouTube, actually, if you've not realized this, I have lost a lot of associates. Let's put it that way. Come here, tell people if it's A, I'll say, hey, I've lost a number of associates, and some of my sources have gone away because me don't tell them, say, hey, me tell me source them sometimes, say, no, what? If you give me information and me can't talk about it, what me need you for? Me don't need you. You waste my time. I mean, waste your time. So me I say, if you give me information, tell me say, me can't talk about it. I mean, have an audience who know go on, you can't tell me. Then you waste my time. I waste your time. So you don't have to waste my time. You will go about your business, go about my business. So me stay. Me talk truth. And if people don't like the truth, me can't help you. A friend of mine, he was here this weekend from Charlotte. He's not Jamaican, he's Asian. And we were talking. He keeps telling me, I see you on your channel. That's you. Because in the workplace, I was also like this. I'm going to tell you straight up. And if you can't handle it, I can't help you. Yes.
Me is like that too. And trust me, we don't have no friend.
Well, we're not saying if you have no friend. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying a friend, but your friend should know who you are. So they know if you engage with you.
But everybody can say that, Kranky. Everybody can say the truth. Because you run all their sources, so you tell them, say, yo, you tell them that, and then your other people are that. So that makes sense, me, I'll be around.
Yeah, I mean, that's I live my life a certain way, and kind of late for me to change. I try to be respectful, but if you can't add value, you got to go. If you can't add value, you got to go. And if you call, one of my hosts called me one day upset and I carry on. I'm listening to you, you know. I don't realize it in my mind. If you hear me not talking to you, if you call me and you're vexing me, I go on a certain way, and me not respond to you, you should probably stop and think about why is he not responding. Because in my mind, I say, okay, I guess we're going to move on from this relationship because it's not working. Okay, if you call me upset about something, me say, boy, I never do not know that context. Bring out none of your secret when you tell me. And you lose your mind because you think, say, boy, I infer something which me shouldn't do. Me don't say, you know what? Me I waste your time and you waste my time. So me move on. But anyway, I appreciate the call, sir. I appreciate the call.
Thank you. Well, the one thing. Thank you. Me is a good observer.
Is he in Jamaican? Is he in Jamaican? Or should I have said
Thank you. He's a good observer, you know.
Okay. You're a good observer.
Guess what? We now look at the time when they meet up with the team and you change. We see a change drastically.
In terms of what?
For instance, the start, you be careful you meet the player that just the start under the team.
You're right. You're right. No, I'm not about beat players, but I realize that sometimes we're very disrespectful to players. So when I first came on YouTube, I was my traditional self. I would just talk about people just playing like, I would say, good, can't play, in the team. But after a while, I realized that when I self-reflect, I don't think that's a fair way to go. The player has to be good to be playing professional football. He may not be at the level that we require him to be at, to be in my team or to play a certain way. So I started use more euphemism. I sort of manage it down somewhat, how I engage players, because I don't want anybody to disrespect me, so I try not to disrespect people. And I think we're being fair to players. Because I heard it in different countries, right? In England, say I'm a rubbish, I'm a waste, or whatever it is. Yeah.
I need you to do it again.
No, man, no.
Again.
No. Me not gonna play rubbish. Not gonna play rubbish.
The sport need uno.
Yes, but we can be respectful and we engage, right? We can be respectful. We can be respectful.
Remember the days, Kranky, when you hear not about football, Jamaica football. No matter what they go on, you hear nothing. And these are the days we can show Uno know the part of the information to Uno hear nothing. Uno do a good job.
Well,
You get me?
Well, I appreciate you providing that sentiment. I'm not sure everybody thinks that way. Some people think I was told the JFF, some people at JFF think I'm toxic. And I can understand their perspective also. I'm not trying to be toxic, but they may not like what you say, so then they view you as toxic. But I can live with that. Because I'm not big the JFF nothing. So if they know, except for me that pass once in a while. Hey?
Kranky, I really have something to say to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's where come your mind to come up and say to you, and me say to you that you're gonna get upset.
No, man, stop getting upset. No. If so long as you're respectful, if you're criticizing me, people, so long as it's respectful criticism, I can live with it. But if you come try diss me, then me go below the basement. That's what I stay. Me not turn the other cheek. I'm like the Democrats. Me not turn on cheek. Any cheek I get turned, and your cheek I get turned. I mean, I take it from nobody. If you come and say Kranky, I don't agree with you. You're hypocritical in saying X, Y, Z, and you're respectful. We can't live with that because we can't come here and criticize people. I don't want to be criticized. If you want to come diss me and say you're an idiot, you're a fool, like some people do, then we go have it out. Come in and take it.
No. Yeah, I'm not jump and say you're an idiot or no. I would have more to tell you, try to make you see what you are doing.
Yeah, and I respect.
Look, I'm here to talk a certain way.
Yeah.
More put him out to you, make you try to understand what you're saying, how it's sound. I'm not calling for disrespect. No matter he might feel bad boy you say or upset boy you say.
Yeah.
He's not a person to call you and try to disrespect you or something.
All right, well, Carl, people don't say they want to talk some football, so we're run. So we'll talk again, all right? Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call. All right. So people going to talk some, I appreciate the call. Seriously, I appreciate the call. I know someone who said, boy, I go on to other things, but we have to be respectful, people. We all of us need to be respectful. And let me talk about enough things apart from football. And first of all, I appreciate all the likes that I've gotten, and I appreciate the support for the channels. The channels, I say, both Kranky Live and Balance View. Boy, I want to talk the football. What the caller coming? Good night. Oh, Lord. Hey, World Traveler, I'm going to give you 5 minutes, World Traveler. It can't be long. Can we just long hour?
5 minutes, I give me?
Yes, 5 minutes, I give you. Dear thing.
Well, I don't need more than that still. I don't need more than that. I want that football.
Hey, go on. Just say things.
A football me can't talk about still.
All right, go on. May I listen?
Well, I don't follow the program like some people. To the depths as well. Them follow everything, me just follow me up on the news, I report, and go watch a match. But it's the last Trinidad match when me there still watch it.
Right.
You have some man whom you consider coward footballers. I'm not going to explain what I mean by that. When they pass the ball to them have all the speed. Them get it in and receive it and control it, and them have all the space in the world to dribble the ball forward. You know them though? Them stand up at the same spot where they receive the ball and I'll make a long pass. You understand what I say?
Yeah, but isn't the ball travel faster than the man? So shouldn't you pass it versus dribbling?
No, if you say space,
right?
Carry the ball in space. Your teammates supposed to run with you.
Okay.
But you can't receive the ball and you have no one in front of you. You have to make a long pass. Foolishness that. You're a footballer.
It depends on facts and circumstances, right? Because something you can have the ball and have space to dribble, but you may just dribble into no man's land. You may see a pass which puts your team in a much better situation, and it's quicker to get up the field because the ball moves faster than the man. So you may pass the ball. So I'd have to know what situation you're talking about.
But hold on, Kranky.
Yeah.
This is what the people in my state are complaining about. This bag of long pass.
Okay. Well, no, if it's about King kick with the ball all the time. No, tell no lie. Kick with the ball all the time.
Yeah, you can't even have to miss a space, man. Hold the ball and dribble and carry the ball through the space. And your team, you're supposed to know where to position themselves, where to run with you, position to receive that short pass. Right. But as they get the ball, just this long kick, all when in space they have long kick. Them man, they are coward footballer, man. Them no want the ball. The ball reach them, but them quick to let it go. Them want to let it go fast. Because they don't want to lose it.
I'll say this though. In today's football, in contemporary football, coaches are very peculiar about turning the ball over. So I'm not sure why we even why we even support all the long ball that King provides all the time when he was 4 of 14. I forget which game it was, 4 of 14 against Trinidad, going long. When if you play the ball shorter, there's much more probability of the ball getting to its destination. If you play the ball, the further you play the ball, the less chance of the ball of getting to his teammate, right? And that's why people play a lot of short pass game to keep the ball, to rest on offense, and you can press on defense. If you keep going long, is a 50-50 ball kick. A lot of times the ball get turned over and the other team didn't have the ball. So, but I'm not sure if that's a strategy because I heard somebody say the other day, somebody was quizzing somebody about Jamaica football and what team they like and who play good football. And them say, our Cavaliers do just kick the ball up the field and try to score in a very short period of time. Some people call it transition. Some people call it counter attack. Some people call it hit and run or, a hopeful football. It all depends on what strategy. So we don't know what the coach's strategy is. Because since he's come here, we have no idea what his style of play is. It's amazing. The man's been here a year. Him saying play position football. I have no idea what kind of football he want to play. And he can't explain it either.
I think it's the players, some of the fault.
You think it's the players?
I blame the players. I blame the players. I think him really want to play position football, but the players, them just not good enough to play that style.
That could be it.
May I tell you?
Yeah.
So what we need is 2 or 3 good midfielders who can really carry the ball. Like in basketball, I'm saying handle the ball. You understand?
Yeah.
You need people who can take the ball and drop the shoulder and beat someone off the dribble.
Yeah, we don't have nobody. We don't have nobody on the team who drop their shoulder. None. Nobody drop a shoulder and freeze the defense.
That's
and
why the man wants to put the ball because them can't play.
Well, we can't say they can't play, but them not that level that we're taking. Even them can't. They might play football. Them can't. Of course, they can't. We
can't play, man. You need people can drop the shoulder, boss.
I agree with you on that. But we can't say them can't play. We're trying to change language people. We're change language people. Because Jamaican life, we go hard enough. One thing about we people, so you say Maverick State, let me have to beat Maverick now. Because him can't take no hard lick. But him life, he go hard, like go away, and you're an idiot, and this. Right, it make it so good.
Then we're a Jamaican Britain people. That's why the man tell us Jamaican.
May I try to change, because but they can't take it. You can't dish it out, you can't take it. They don't dish it out then.
But maybe the man just tell you a while ago, you don't try to talk like a Jamaican.
Nobody can tell me what I am. Can't tell me if I'm Jamaican. No, can't tell me nothing. I know who I am. I know who I am.
No,
I say you do it, but I say nobody can tell me who I am. So I say you can't tell me nothing. A friend of mine, Charles, them just come check me the other day, and him there talk, he go track and field. And me ask him, but he go talk him and say, hey, find a yard restaurant. Him say he must search out. Him go 2 yard restaurant. I say, why you? Me go talk now. A 3 and 4 yard restaurant me find now. Me go talk here. I'm middle of Tokyo. Me travel 15-20 miles to go find yard food. You can't tell me say me on a yard. I idiot thing people are talking to them there. But now, hey, I'm saying that McDonald's. Me tell me say TGI Friday. Me go when these TGI Fridays around. Me go Tokyo. Cause me can't find a yard restaurant. Cause when me go England, I see same thing. Me go Brixton go find food, or me go Elephant and Castle go find food. Me go different place go find food.
I'm going to Shepherd Bush. I'm going to find Jamaican restaurant.
Of course, but me tell some people say yardy. So why me that go learn for Jamaican restaurant in middle of some country 12? That thing, man. Me have to talk a certain way if you be a yardy. Nah, man, I think that's nonsense, man.
I'm going to give you a little story quick. I'm going to give you a little, I'll tell you a little story quick. It's not a football still, But now I try to run it fast. I was in Liverpool when I was on tour in 2012, the Olympic year. And this Rasta youth, dreadlocks youth, and English youth walk up to me and ask if I'm Jamaican. I say, yeah. But when I present himself, he start talking like he much like in the born of Jamaica and come to England.
Right.
So he asked me where I'm from in Jamaica. The time I come from town.
You come from town?
The man asked me. No, may I ask you this, Kranky, before me? If me tell someone come from town, where I'm talking?
Yeah.
You don't know either.
If you come from town, Kingston, you talk about.
Kingston?
Yeah, Kingston, you talk about. But
every Jamaican know that.
But that's just a man to be on a tone then. That's a man to be on a tone then.
Listen to me.
Wait. Here's the thing though. Everybody, when you come from foreign one time, everybody come to Jamaica saying come from town. No matter where they come from, they come from town.
No, man, but listen, when you talk to a real Jamaican, a person who born in Jamaica and grew up in Jamaica, if I tell a man, say, when they're a country in Jamaica, and a man say, I got a town, when I Kingston, man, I go.
No, we agree. We agree. But I'm just saying, a lot of people are not from Kingston, so they're from Kingston.
Well, I'm not talk about that still. I'm not talk about that. I'm talk about when a man say, I got a town, it's a Kingston, I'm talk about.
Yes.
See,
we agree.
Right.
We agree with that.
No, back to me and this brother, I don't think he come from Liverpool, but I was in Liverpool at the time. See? So when me say, I come from town, the man asks me, which town? There are many towns. I say, listen to me, I come from town. So him start about how him go to Africa and people there are more intelligent. I say, big man, me thump in your face,
So you're proving point.
See? I say, me lick in your face, Really, disrespect me?
Well, you're proving point.
See?
You're proving point.
Sarcasm, the man.
For you beat him with the argument, you beat him with your fist. See? Yeah, just prove my point.
The man, he might try selling music. I have CDs with him, see?
Right.
See, and I know some Toots the big artist. So I say, big man, I come from town. You talk to me like a Jamaica you come from. I said, they may ask him, no. Are you from Jamaica? Were you born in Jamaica? He said, man, I said, that's why you don't know what I talk about. Because you never born in Jamaica. Everybody knows when I ask a Jamaican, where you come from, a man say town, a man knows a Kingston you talk about.
Yeah, but that's so your fault. You know, me beat you. Are your fault?
Be my fault.
Okay,
the man presenting like a Jamaican.
Wait.
So me talk to him like a Jamaican.
He came across like a Jamaican. Okay, this is a different story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Him come here.
Okay. I thought you say
so
he's
like any
Jamaican.
Person.
Okay. But there are a lot of people do that actually. When I first came to New York, first of all, when you come to New York way back when, and Jamaicans were the cool group in my youth. First of all, you walk with your bones, you go on with the badness, cause that's the cool thing. See what I say? And sometimes people never really know and not exposed as they should be. Because a lot of Americans are not exposed as they should be. When I was in the military, I had a friend from Trinidad, and when we go someplace, somebody says where I'm from, I say Jamaica, and he said Trinidad. They didn't know where Trinidad was, so he stopped saying Trinidad and just saying I'm from Jamaica. And he said, "Oh, Bob Marley, man, yeah, then cool." That was a while ago. People have gotten better since then. But the point I'm trying to make is that yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is that sometimes these things happen, right? They happen.
Yeah, man. So when the man say me get upset with him, just make sure him just walk away the same time because him get me upset.
Yeah, no,
all right, back to the football now.
Yeah, back to the football.
So me not really rate Ethan Pinnock in a Jamaica team.
There are some people who feel like you feel.
Every time Ethan Pinnock play for us, our backline always look shaky. As much as he's a big centre half for Brentford, that tells him don't look in the Jamaica squad in.
He's not starting for Brentford anymore, he's on the bench.
Oh, well, I don't know, he get an injury, right?
Now he was injured, he came back. I think he started one game, he played about 70-something minutes, but the last couple of games he's been on the bench. Rico Henry, who has Jamaican citizenship but not passport, was also on the bench. Why Rico Henry get called people? Somebody at JFF tried to tell me about say, he doesn't have his passport. Some people at JFF can chat some, if you want cuss sometimes, some nonsense, sometimes it's a star. They might try to justify certain things. They might try to protect the coach. It's
as you hear me tell you, me no really go so in depth with the football. Me just interested in the game. That's all I'm interested in. I just want to see the game, want to see the team win. But this whole bag of this man from this club and that man from that club, and I don't really follow it that way there.
Okay.
I don't follow it that way there. I just keep me interested.
A friend of mine is like that. I have a friend of mine in Curaçao. He doesn't really follow it that way either, but he likes to go away to Jamaica events. So he will go to like World Championship. He's in Curaçao now, and he texts me. I was saying that tonight, and he wanted to know where the team was staying. And me asked someone at JFF, and give me some runaround thing, and can't do what vex me. I am because if you fly the world go Curaçao, you want to know the team stay. What's the big deal? Now go and like say we are doing with Michael Jackson or something, and them so sacred you can't got out there say hello. It's a joke thing.
Man. So another thing now, Palmer.
Yes.
You see, the man is something that Trinidad match. We get me upset when me nice stadium.
Why him to kick the youth?
That start the argument, yeah. Like him a work for a red card.
Bless up, tough Rudy. You know what's funny about that thing? So when Palmer kicked the youth, Emma said to everybody, "What are you guys doing? I didn't do anything." I mean, I would have put him saying, "You need to get a red card. You kick the kid, and it's a young kid too. I think the kid is like 20. Kid that born in Baltimore, playing for Trinidad now. I think the kid is like 20. Him kick the youth, and then him act like said nothing to go on, like him not do nothing.
But that's what them always do it. You see it everywhere. All in the English league.
Yeah, but I mean, there was no reason for him to do so. He put himself at risk.
He's exactly. There's no reason.
The same one who pushed the camera and get suspended. No problem.
Man, behave like him, like my red card, and then when the first goal score on us, and then it ruled offside. Mr. Man take the ball and throw it off by Trinidad and them, you know.
Yeah, Palmer. I know something. The worst thing about it, me, Palmer, you know, them the cool, you know. If you have to engage them outside the football, but I guess the arena does create some other challenge.
Listen, when you used to talk to Walter Boyd and Anandelo back in the time when they made really act, you would have feel them cool too. Told them reason really on the street.
Yeah, they probably are cool, but the football is a different thing. Yeah.
Yeah, when them on the field, a different thing, Reggie.
Yeah, that's true. Competitive environment can bring out some elements of you, which.
When you read Walter, I make him know say a long time. I know him. I know him from play minor league. You don't know that when he make the still.
I don't know, man. Wait, hey, people. Them man come this me no people. Some don't know minor league. I even if you know minor league. Of course, you know
minor league to me.
Minor league, what? Under 16? It was
original under 17. Original under 17.
Yeah. I think me I play minor league though.
You?
Me play for a team where play the name of the team. A long time ago now. Remember Bertram used to play for a team where wait. Coaches what coaches do? He would play me first and play my Bertram second half. Him say we are one package. A friend team in my youth. Him play me first half. I know I was at Aberview. I was supposed to play when I was at Aberview, and then I came here. Then Brissett was out there too. Brissett, who passed away tragically. No man, follow me, man.
No, so you play minor league for Aberview?
I didn't play for Aberview. No. I was living in Aberview at the time. I was going to Casey. I didn't
play for Aberview. Who you play minor league for?
I think I was living off Walton Park Road. I remember the team name. Seriously, long time ago. Remember the team name.
You live off Walton Park Road?
Yeah.
Big man. A Pienland you grew up in. Pienland right off Walton Park Road, they say no?
I mean,
you know, yes, that's school is.
It's Walton Park and Hagley Park Road.
Then no right, I'm a community celebrating.
I don't remember any Painland. I don't remember any
school.
I don't remember any Painland. I don't remember any Painland.
You don't know Pienland?
No, I don't remember Painland. No, we don't know Painland close to Walton Park Road.
If you know Haile Selassie High School, this is Pienland.
I remember not Selassie.
So if you live at Walton Park Road or Hagley Park Road, right now my year at the sale.
In fact, me passed it the other day. I never recognize it. Seriously, the place changed.
The road them changed. Remember, say the road them improved for now.
Not the whole place changed because I even drive like over 20. The whole place changed.
A lot of things change up at Walton Park Road. Right at the square, Walton Hagley Park Road. A lot of things change.
Yeah.
But am I here at that?
Oh, all right. I hear you.
So under 17 was a corporate community.
Okay.
And it was a sponsor by D&G. He used to have this big man at D&G named Dickie Cook. I used to run the sports department. And when him dead, the community crash. Not the community crash, the competition crash. Because I used to do all the sponsoring. But there's two tournaments in it. It was minor league and it was President Cup. The President Cup was the lower tier. So you have to win that to promote to the minor league.
I remember all of that. We just know say
yeah, but it was a Kingston and St. Andrews tournament.
Yeah. It's Kingston and St. Andrews tournament.
Yeah, St. Andrews tournament. That Michelle said Kingston and St. Andrews tournament. So yeah, man. So
no, I trained with the Aberview team. I think I left before I started. I trained with the Aberview team. Brissett and Quaylo and so I remember some people's name now who was part of that. Mr. live on Windy Way. I think a Windy Way Aberview. 6 Windy Way Mr. live. Yeah, I remember it now. A long time ago, long time ago. But then I did live off Hagley Park Road for about a year and Walton Park Road. Moved up from Jamaica and moved out 7 or 8 times. I was a nomad. But anyway, anything over the ball before you go to Jamaica? World Traveler. You gone?
Say that again?
Anything more before you go? Want to talk some football? Want to talk about the team? For me close up.
Yeah, man. Just that want to talk about Pinnock and Palmer. Them two men will keep up. Well, Pinnock and Palmer keep the poach this. Pinnock, me not too right now.
So before you go, since if you criticize two players now, you have to put in two players. So which two players have to go in for replace Pinnock and Palmer? Well, we're going to replace Palmer anyway, because Palmer can't play next game.
That's the whole thing now with me now. I don't know the full squad. See, but we know the other defenders there. But if Pinnock fit, we know them are going to play him. That's the whole thing, you know.
So you think Pinnock? So who would you start? Would you start King instead of Pinnock?
You know, some prefer King.
Why?
I think King, in terms of tackling, we rate King better.
Tackle who? You ever see King tackle nobody? King not tackle nobody. You ever see King tackle a man yet? Ever?
No man. King can zone mark better, man. Better than
no zone mark. No. Wait, back up. Zone mark. Yeah, you're not tackling nobody.
Yeah. Mr. Pink, I make good play with it. Good dribbling. I make good pass.
No. King is good on the ball, right? Even though last game, I looked like good punting and kick with the ball. But King can play football. He can play with the ball and feet. That's his best attribute. But tackling, he's not tackling nobody. Damon low tackle people. Damon low tackle people.
Yeah, well, that a team trait. You understand?
Yeah.
But you know, Saboka will not get that much strength from the midfield while the defender them look so stagnant more time.
I must say something.
If you have good midfielders, the defenders won't look so, because they will always find themselves in a position so that short pass can make for them easy.
Yeah, no, the midfield. Look, I'm gonna talk about the midfield tonight. The midfield needs. We can't talk about the midfield because the midfield need off work. The Jamaica, you know what? When you're done, me I'll do a little soliloquy and cuss and carry on. Go on, talk about Java. When you come off, I'll complain about the midfield. So
no, well, I'm not telling you. We just need good midfielders. As long as we have a
few young ones, but we not bring them in for some reason.
The whole thing is that we have people who send my midfielders, but when we put them together, them don't play well together.
True.
That's one of the problem. See, them look good at them English squad, but them don't look good for Jamaica.
Yeah.
And that have a lot to do with the system.
Somebody said Brissett not play banner league for Harborview. I was at Harborview with Brissett when I got Aggie and Quilo coming on my farmer. Even though I same farmer Casey. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about another time, are you? Go ahead.
I play Manning Cup with Trenchtown. I play Manning Cup with Trenchtown.
You're not playing no Manning Cup. Me get suspended from anyway.
Who was a goalkeeper still?
Go on.
Who was a goalkeeper?
Oh, you
1985.
Okay.
Play 85. After the year when I will beat charges 1 love and I've done KC 2 love. And them come equalize.
Well, your team can beat KC and no deal plus on them. Maybe not Diego them time way back when, but no.
They will beat them before. He used to back in the days when Diego Gardner and Caldwell.
I just mentioned Diego. I just said Diego them time, but after that it not happened. We
could have beat them because we have them long 2 love. I know so KC are my favorite school though.
KC is most of your favorite school. It should be everybody's favorite school, but some people are haters. But
no, but KC is my favorite school because the reason why KC was built in the first place. You understand?
Right. Yeah.
KC was built to accommodate boys from all different levels. Understand? Lower class, upper class, middle class, all 3 levels and one institute. That's why I rate KC as the best school ever built.
I hear you.
Understand?
Right. Yeah,
I'm not telling you, I never go there, but not the best school. KC is the best school in Jamaica.
No, I agree with that, and I agree with that. We take people from everywhere. People from uptown, downtown, middletown.
And it's a Georgian. It's a Georgian village. And that's the reason why I'm built. Bishop Gibson. And that's the reason why man said never like the system. Or the system of disregard boys from the ghetto area.
Right.
So man, the starter institute. Everybody can mingle together.
Yeah, no,
I'm rating for that. Yeah, man. KC are the best school, man.
Yeah, man.
And if I want to think that KC are cheap.
Yep. All right, World Cup, we appreciate the history, sir. We'll talk.
Yeah, man. Respect, man. Saying, all the rhythm. You know why it's funny yet?
Wait. First of all, we play the rhythm and you didn't pick it up. You see it and you diss me. We play the rhythm and you pick it up. We play the rhythm tonight now. Why you on the phone now? And you don't pick it up. You never hear it?
No, sir. I don't hear nothing.
All right.
You don't play it for me.
I just played a while ago. I played while you were on the phone. What are you talking about?
I never hear. I mean, I hear no rhythm play, Kranky.
We have it. All right. You don't hear that?
Yeah, me I hear no.
But I played it. But I couldn't play it to cover your voice, right? I couldn't play it. By the way, people, Jamaica Traveler build a rhythm for me, and I have it in my.
World Traveler, my name, why you come to Jamaica Traveler?
Sorry. World Traveler. World Traveler build this rhythm for me, and I played it. I think YouTube squeezed me in. I think YouTube said a copyright, you know. If I'm not mistaken, I think YouTube said a copyright, you know. If we'll go back and check. Okay.
Yeah, man.
But no, man, I appreciate everything, man. Music enough, man. Music on videos I make. If we make a video, I make a video the other day with even Mark, we make a video for me, I react to Maverick. Music enough, man. You know watch my channel then. Music enough. I appreciate everything, man.
No, enough time. Let me say show them a night time, you know.
Okay. Now me do reaction video, me do reaction video, and I just do live show, and me do reaction video.
Yeah.
So I did a couple to Maverick, and I play it in my background. Me do if you track and field, me play it when me do World Championship. I played it number of times. Yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks, World Traveler. Appreciate it, sir.
All right. Well, just write the lyrics and voice on it, man. See?
Yeah, I do that. But me have to become good this time, so I don't want to rush it. See what I say?
Yeah.
I write that song already. I'm gonna try it never link as well. Because people say me use the whole the cadence me I use too old, so I try to get one with a new cadence, maybe a little bit quicker. But I love the rhythm, man. I got good rhythm. Bless up. Yeah, man. Thanks.
All right. Yeah, man. Respect.
So I was World Traveler, people. People have beat me, so Brissett never play fit barbecue. I thought Brissett played barbecue, but I wasn't out with it then. And we play ball with Duffy Brissett and play ball with Quayla and them over barbecue field. But I forgot a long time ago, people say, if I forgive me, if my memory now work well. You know, I get see now. Brissett was a dead too young, brilliant footballer. Anyway, what's happening there now? Let me show the comments here. Carla, yeah, look friend, but KC is the best school. Poor Owen. Owen, you're not Jamaican. But Jamaicans say KC is the best school. They know no matter. Yeah, I don't know who Whisper in the squad for any people. I didn't know Whisper was in the squad. I tell you, I'm kind of a little bit out of the mix. I've been busy for the last few days. I try to fix my item. Take enough drops and wear mask over my eye night after night. So I didn't know Whisper replaced. Because this is the old squad. So who is not in the squad now, people? So this is the squad me have the squad. Who's not in the squad? I didn't play Manning Cup, people. I don't play no Manning Cup. I don't play no Manning Cup. So it means I was playing Manning Cup before independence. You don't play no Manning Cup. But we play enough ball though. I don't play no Manning Cup. So people, who has been replacing the squad? I saw them interview Seymour Reed today. I saw them interview Ian Frey. So who dropped out? I didn't see Gray drop out. I see Burrell. Who dropped out the squad? You don't see Bowser? Okay. Craig Butter been kicking up rumpus about Whisper. You know something? I not get myself in trouble. I not say nothing about nobody. Who we not really talk about, man. We don't talk. Some people are banned from this channel to be commented on people. But now I bring up some people's name. Now I bring up them name. You don't see Bowser. But the coach did call Bowser's name. And I don't know. Okay, I hear you. I don't know who he replaced actually. I apologize, people. So boys are joining up late. Eddie Guna, so boys are joining. So is Whisper in the squad Eddie Guna? Because you know more than me. Eddie Guna, I thought you were in the States, Eddie Guna. All right, so here's a great point, Michael Gordon. Brilliant point, Michael Gordon. I've been saying this. It is very irresponsible of the coaching staff and the technical director and the technical advisor not to call more midfielders. And if you have a Tyrese Hall who is playing well, we understand at Notts County, who is scoring goal, who is playing the 8, when Russell is not playing well, when people are complaining about Palmer, I don't know how you don't bring him in. I'll be surprised if he decides to take any call up. I know there was some issue around the Unity Cup and him and Janair Johnson. But you need more midfielders, people. Look at the midfield. Hayden is not there. Palmer is not there. So you have Ian Frey, who is already a right back, being deputized at midfield. You have Lati, who can also go, so we shouldn't be locked into where people are situated on the screen. In this way, the JFF position them. You have K-Roy, John Russell, Ian Frey, and Josh Handlin. That's your midfield for the most. This is the most important game after 6 games we're playing in the World Cup qualifiers. This game coming up is the most important game. To me, it's the most important game. We should try not to lose this game. Even if we draw, it's not a bad outcome. We should try not to lose this game. It's very important. My friend told me that the players he's meeting, because he's in the hotel in Curaçao, all the players he meet, they must speak them English perfect. I'm gonna say, yeah, because they're Dutch. They're Dutch players. That's why they're English perfect. Because people in Holland speak English, even though it's not their primary language. They speak English like the people in England. They probably speak it better. And they really learn it really well. He's telling me that he sent me some pictures of him taking pictures with players, that the players are speaking English perfectly. So they have a Dutch team. So it's going to be a difficult game. So we have, we need more midfielders. I agree with you. They should have called up the kid. Good night. Who am I speaking to?
Like Kranky. Martin Baker. I think it's the second time you're calling on your show. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man. Bless up, Baker. What are you saying?
Yeah, man. I just call in based on a point. Me agree with it. The frank truth, Kranky. Me one of them. Me hear the caller tell you what they say. Tonight, say I know one Jamaican. And when the caller say it, me laugh, Because me understand why I'm saying,
Okay.
But to be frank, Kranky, you see, if we stay in the mindset of how Jamaican is, we are going to suffer. I mean, I want to be that type of Jamaican the way him say, I want Jamaican. So me believe, say, if a man not see me as a Jamaican because me not act like all them perceive general Jamaican for act, it's fine with me. And I call me a Jamaican. Because I don't need to prove nothing to you. But the fact is, Kranky, you see, that's why the system is corrupt, bro. You see, if I was a Jamaican born, somehow reach in a top academy, somehow get loaned out, in with that in the squad. Because, as I say, Kranky, it don't make no sense. We can't have, look how we are struggling. Every show I watch on YouTube, a midfield, we have a midfield problem. Midfield problem. People find excuse, say, we would have start over, and all them something, but any from a young in a Jamaican, if you're a Jamaican born, you can't start over even EPL player. They can't start over a man like Pinnock. They just want to be a defender and they hear the Jamaican them run out. Him better. Pinnock no good. Start him over one EPL baller where there's no level. Where one our defender them ever go through player in a level one EPL level like that. For the last couple of years. We quickly push aside things. That's why the band, me not really believe in it, but it now go dead because I the same someone just like how the caller say, you're not that Jamaicans. I saw that Jamaicans think. Because that's why I'm approaching so I'm asking if you're not afraid. Because I saw the society and the mind of the people them said Kranky and it's sad. It is like they want to stay in one box, bro. As a Jamaican in 2025. And me are one of them who will never stay in the box. So people that say me wagonist and all of them foolishness in the country. But me no want to stay in the box, bro. Me born in a Jamaica, me go in the ghetto, me see killing, me see everything. So why people have to stay in the box with them so-called Jamaican? Me hear one man make one comment to the Kranky, and me have to laugh, brother. The man say, play like a local baller with desire to play for the country. When the man make that statement, there's something like that. I want good commenter still, but he look like him never hear him. I say, what you mean? So the player them way just left from England, them just come because they want to look up in a people face in Jamaica. I saw with that great, them just go up on a plane, left them family, just come out here because them don't want to come fight for the country. Only the local people them have the art, what them say. And that's one of the biggest narrative to only local people them push them 100%. The rest of the man them with nobody in Jamaica, them push only 50. Bro, and it's a lie, bro. Yeah. It's a lie, Kranky.
I think it's people like Maverick pushing that narrative now. Maverick has been pushing that narrative for a while. Now me hear him say a thing tonight. Him start changing narrative a little bit. Him start say, oh, people like Pinnock come on this, then him start bringing the foreign baller. But Maverick has been pushing the narrative for a long time that the English-born players are not committed. He's been pushing that for a while. And I was going to go back and cut from a couple of videos.
Why you think Margaret push the narrative? Panky, me I just about 28 now. I mean sit down. Cause as me say, me I know one of them will stay in my box. Me born and grow Jamaica. Me talk everything. Me see anything where anybody want. Me see crime gun. Me see good church. Everything me see we can experience in a Jamaica. Mostly. You know what? There's things in a Jamaica where people use, and I'm going to give one example. The music industry. The cartel say more over, but yet you hear the cartel fans them were just blind. The man said in a multiple interview, Craig do it over too. The man them know how to unlock the mind of the narrative and the majority of the people were think so low and want to stay in the barrel. So them always are going to want to set up people like that for stay. So that's why Margaret can come out and talk so and be bold, because them know say the mind a majority of the country sadly them I go love towards that, because them always paint say we are the greatest, bro. Nothing wrong if I think a good, but a man can be better than you, bro. If a man better than you, I'm just better than you. There's nothing for you go roll over and go eat a man. If the man better than you in a football, the man just better than you. But we not come to a man like Margaret will never accept that, and he will always spread the narrative, say, yeah, we have raw talent, but football is not based on worse 2025. But you know what? The man the space him have will never go research. Cause him himself no research, you know. What do you make one video, you know, and you can't see say him no look up nothing, you know. You can't see say him lack on the research, you know. He just come out and run with it and talk. What the one I last video he make. I mean I say about this man talk nothing, and when they research it debunk him, but him know same audience now go research him audience, them I just say true for Greenwood. Him not fi come, him not fi do that. And guess what? Him set the people them mind in one box. One thing. But through my mind out of the box, me I say, all right, Greenwood turn on the call, you know. But it's more than football. The man not born in a full culture. You have to understand him culture. A lot. The English culture, the parents them have a lot to say. The angels them have a lot to say. The man go through a nation backlash. And we not talk about 3 million people or 9 million people and millions of England people. The man go through a nation football backlash. Man U fans, millions around the world. So the man not think nothing like that. It's just that Jamaica is a big side and nobody not turn down. I mean, you know the next thing, everybody forget when Craig roll up Bailey and tell Bailey say don't play unless something play. But we easily forget things.
Well, no, because he's local.
Kranky, so you come back to the point when we start with, it's a bias, and that's how all is not in this team.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. If I was a Jamaican born, somehow find Tottenham, and then somehow gone in League 2 where CM Dixon play, he would have been a team, because we do have a midfield problem.
So what people don't understand is this, Scala. What people don't understand is this, is that if you go back to the under-20 team that got 9 love from the US,
yes,
there were a number of players. I think Jamaica Johnson was one of them, because I had about 14 players
yes,
who wanted to play for Jamaica but were never called, right? Because they wouldn't be capped that time. They were never called. And it was interesting to see where some of these players are now who want to play for Jamaica, who got their papers, and Jamaica and the Jamaica technical persons decided they wanted to have local players. I'm asking people this question, people.
Kranky.
Wait, let me ask this question of you and everyone in the audience. Just think about this question. There's a player called Reed who captained the under-20 team, who was part of the national team, supposedly good enough to be in the national team time after time. Have we heard or seen this play in the national team anytime in the last year, basically? This is a player who got called multiple times, and we were told that we're fighting the player, and the player is young. right? And we shouldn't knock young players, but he wasn't ready for the national team. He shouldn't have been called. He was called because he played for a certain team and he was promoted to the national team. He didn't get any game time in any game. And then people said there's no bias in the team. That makes no sense to anybody. You bring the player in for 2 or 3 windows and then the player gets no call and he just disappears from radar.
Just disappear.
Yeah.
Just disappear.
Disappear.
Kranky, and to be honest, me have a lot. Kranky in on YouTube from long time. Me I wanna the one name we just step on YouTube long time. Me hear a lot. You see that under 20 team is just a straight. If people did understand the corruption way, well, we will get. That's why you see them though promote it because them fail again. That's why you see them though talk about it. You're not going to see nobody talk about that in a history, but them are going to tell you we are the greatest because the players them want to come. We see when we just come on YouTube, Kranky, the narrative was them because them always move the narrative. The narrative was no young player want to come to Jamaica.
Yes,
no young player wanted. That was anybody were there on YouTube long time and that every one of them, the 8 of them, will just have the hatred. Me not have no hatred for nobody. Me just believe the best players. And if a player can get a fair chance, you just give them a fair chance because I want Jamaica. But the bias is so clear. Them say no young player want to play for Jamaica. You know when it shocked them, the same team where we lose from DR and we get Dexter from. You see from them see that happen, Kranky? That will never happen again. That will never happen again. Why you think the last under 20 looks up? Because them no want the people them, because them know the people them do research, but Jamaican really use eye tests. So them no want the people them see them something they happen over and over. So we might never see that happen again. Unless them just change them art, which it would have been surprising but good. But we will never see that again because we get Dexter out of it and the team nearly qualify with majority overseas players. But they never want that. So that's why we have some info. That's why they push out the coaches them way there. I think Grimmy just left because only unprofessional. There's a lot of things why Grimmy left. Because he was setting up the system to move the under 20 so them can. The same thing what them said about Seymour Reid. That was the system Grimmy was set up with the John Wall. Right. The same system. Then you want to connect the under 20 with the senior team. But only, you know why it only benefit them, bro, is because it's a local player. And when they talk, so the people them say, no, but the bias is there, bro. And if the people them just come out and say the bias today, my mom would have okay with it. But you know, one like there's no bias. Because if the system was there, why you break up the system? But to him play under 17, in my one Jamaican, and people are coming out with cap. The excuse now, Kranky is cap. Yeah. Stuart not needed right now. Stuart at 23. May I go to the spot for sure it's a minor bias. Because Stuart should have that spot there.
Yeah.
Jamalo, we are playing very well now in the same team as Burrell. But no, Stuart, no young. Stuart at 23, 24, Kranky. And Stuart can't see the team. The coach said he made a disclose. All he did disclose. Disclose. And that the coach said, Kranky, disclose.
Let me say some call. Let me say something everybody in the chat. When the coach starts saying, just close your ears and just move on. When the coach starts making them comment, I'm serious. Close your ears and move on. He's talking nonsense. I hate to be that direct, but he's just talking nonsense. That's what he does all the time.
Me on JT show. What do you? And JT said, the coach say he might watch all 50 players. He might look on Simon and say, Simon, where say 50 players? We're watching all 50 players. He said, coach, if me have some water, me throw it on you. Yeah, watch all 50 players, man. Yeah. If you watch all 50 players, this squad will never select. If you watch all 50 players, me show people how we want to talk about DJ pass back ball. The fan with DJ in a Turkey. DJ with that in a squad. That's coach. You have to understand, say coach used to there and people and everybody mind in the barrel. And everybody mind in the barrel. Might be Simon and Lisso. Simon tell the coach say and everybody mind in the barrel.
Simon, by the way, people, Simon is always listening to all of these channels. Trust me.
So Simon listen, and everybody mind in the box.
Simon does this.
You have people who have Spence, and you have people, now my original people who do research, because them can read and write, and but don't take film mode. And Kranky, there's so much evidence today, for sure, say it's a bias. Me see the ball look big. Me hope him well, but me still not agree with him selection. Stewart should have been high side. Right now, a Stewart spot the man take. The coach say, me a man say about playing fair, and me just see JFF get 500,000 US from Visa. Them get more, them are gonna collect more money from FIFA now. So yeah, tell me say it's just that only just always a find an excuse, Kranky. And all should have in the team. To be honest, some man just not in a team. Right now, a Lati could have come out of a team. Because Lati not even play no ball. That's
there's a lot.
Lati could have come out of the team.
Yeah.
Lati could have come out of the team. Do and put all in it. Because we have much versatile defender. We can should be in and should out. We can play multiple. There's so much thing where we
No, Carl, most of the defense ain't playing no portion of football. Most of the defenders are not playing in the portion of football.
Yeah, enough of them not playing no ball game.
No, they're not playing the ball. They may be training, but they're not playing in the post.
I better have the most minutes. And
if the other day Bell came on a game, I think he came on late. Most of them are not playing any portion. So, I don't think Holgate playing any portion of football. Damian Lowe is at Houston. Is he playing any portion of football? Pinnock is on the bench.
No. Lowe. The last 4 match Lowe upon the bench, and then the other 2 match he not make the match sheet.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of the team, not even just a lot of team ain't playing no football. They have bench. It's a bench team. It's a bench team. Oh, we can't it's a bench team. We have a bench team, people. It's a bench team. They playing in training. Training can't replicate game, you know. Is the Curaçao team a bench team too? Because this team have a bench team, you know. And we go pretty a team, yeah. I tell you, most of them are bench players. Most of them. On the forward line, Cadamarteri start, Campbell start, Gray start. So the forward not that bad, but midfield and defense.
Yeah, Gray play and Cadamarteri and Borrell play.
Yeah.
I don't know about if Cephas a play. I think Cephas will get 1 and 2 minutes.
Cephas all start. Cephas all start. I tell you right now,
Cephas all start. Cephas all go start. Because if the coach say he might go use him speed. He can't know the ball game where I come already, you know. The coach done tell us and sacrifice the midfield already, you know.
Yeah.
The coach done. The fans them now they see coach, and the coach literally say we're gonna use our speed. You know what that mean? If Pinnock start, he might go tell Pinnock to fling the ball over. If King start, and King fling the ball over.
Yeah. I'm gonna call me. I call back. But
I jump out now.
Yeah, man. I appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Well, me that say fans, if you don't see the midfield a bypass, you don't know about that stress on yourself. Kranky just tell them if you just the midfield a bypass, you just set in the mindset by Friday, we might just see the midfield bypass. So you don't know about that stress, you just expect it so you can lower the stress levels and no matter make the you see me?
Yeah. We play like Cavaliers. You can run. All right, Carl. Thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it.
Come on. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna call about this caller. Bench, man. They call it Bench FC. Enough people on the bench, man. Enough people on the bench.
Yes, controversy.
What controversy? What you say, man?
You know, Seymour Reid make a side and Butler say, oh, I'm done. On Seymour Reid feed that side and the 4-4 kick like whisper out there in the wilderness. Can't get a call.
I think that's very disingenuous. Here's what's disingenuous. First of all, nobody talk about how whisper this the country before him have knee surgery. Me know you not talk about how whisper this the country. Have party and refuse call up and him a 19-year-old. Which 19-year-old 17 you refuse call up? Which teenager refuse call up a national team? Can them have party with them? People tell me these people come in a hypocrite thing, you know. Me a call me see. Which player refuse call up so can them have party So them now got to take up no call up from the national team and a teenager. Tell me one teenager you know who refused a call up for a national team. Seymour never refused a call up. Seymour a start film club team. We just come up from a long-term injury. So if no get call up, I'm a player under 21 or whatever I'm a player. That's not this. Eh? The man refused a national team call up. Nobody have beat him, you know. When we say we have beat Greenwood, time say him no want to come play. We have beat this person. But if Mickey was an Englishman for refuse to call up and see, oh, yeah, Maverick come talk about the man this way and the man an idiot and the man phone and go ahead and committed. Whisper, this is the country, barely this is the country which the person not talk about who have influence. Fame players them this the country more than once. The first one, this the country from way back when, say if him now play, if him stepbrother now play. And then the other young man
That's
nonsense, man. That's nonsense.
Kranky, ask that question.
Somebody said, James says, you never do that. So don't stop on the nonsense, Jay. Stop on the nonsense. Like people just don't come up on the channel and start to don't stop on the nonsense, man. Well, now we make excuse for people. Go ahead, CC.
No, I was saying, so to give an example, if somebody say for example, you live in a house, you know, easier for your kids this year than
CC, we do some CC.
No, because
if my kid this me,
somebody in the household.
CC, if my kid this me can't stay in my house. I lock my door. If you diss me, you must have your own money and your own apartment. You can't diss me and stay in my house. You idiot.
So I'm to the man out the road.
But I don't owe him nothing. But for someone you put me on permanent TC, you can't say anything you want. You can't run the motor you want to run. You know. So long as you don't come to my space, then you can't run off your motor. You want to run the motor. Free country. You can't talk. But if you're not my house, you can't come diss me.
All right. Come on.
Eh?
Yeah.
No, you can't diss me, man. You can't have my house and diss me. I tell my people I'm not, you know. Don't disrespect me in my house because you don't pay no bill, you know. If you have pay a bill, then that's a different story.
You don't pay no bill, you know.
You don't pay no bill. Yo, this man, you don't pay no bill. You know. Yeah. So if you grew up in Jamaica, and as according to Maverick, you're more committed, inherently more committed.
Yeah.
That's him have a preach pan, right? And you get called, you take your call, and the man makes an excuse for you where you don't take your call up. He didn't. This is country. No, stop the nonsense, man. I was around then. I know him. This the country. Him go in party. Him get called up by a group. Not going away. No, done the nonsense. I way back when the prodigal son didn't take him call up and say, "Wait. He said, "Go play for England." At one point, the narrative wasn't going to play for England. You know, him qualify for England through some grandmother. Him play for England. So the narrative at one point, you know, they even going to play for Jamaica and he still not play a good game yet, or 2 good game yet. After about 30-something cap.
But the problem that I have though, something there, Kranky, is that whenever people turn down call up people, you have a lot of people try to come out here and spin it. Whether it be local player, heritage player, people come spin it and say, oh, the man not turn down call up. I don't know if he turn down call up. Like, for example, Greenwood situation now. Clearly, the coach asked him, and him turn down the call.
Yes.
But if they ask him, them will say, oh, Greenwood not turn down the call. Oh, no.
So let me put it in my own spin. I don't think Greenwood turned on the call up. Because I'm not sure they've spoken to Greenwood. I think Greenwood people turn on the call up. I don't think they've spoken to Greenwood. I don't think a lot of people get to talk to Greenwood. Greenwood don't do a lot of press conferences now. When him play in French league and do a quick thing and him gone. So I don't think a lot of people get to talk to Greenwood. I think he's very sheltered and protected. I don't think a lot of people get to talk to Greenwood. I think they probably go through his people and his people probably are not communicating.
But what more I know, Kranky, why would Greenwood, what is Greenwood holding on to for him to not come and play?
Well, here's my view on this, and people don't seem to realize this. First of all, not everybody is dying to play international football when it's not their birth country, right? Not everybody's dying to play. Secondly, it does take a lot of you, to travel, to fly the 9-10 hours, And when you come here, you have to fly someplace else. It takes a lot out of you, Especially if the people around you believe that you're the breadwinner, and therefore they protect the money tree. I don't think they're involved, They protect the money tree. So, and especially if you've gone through what he has gone through, I'm just supposing here, right? I'm just speculating. Then the people may say, you know what? Take a break, my youth. Don't try to stay a low profile for a while and see what happens. See what I say?
By the way, when you say Kranky, I want to clarify something because enough people always talk back about the 98 and say, the English guys them come and help us qualify. But my friends say people not realize that not all of them that came played in the game and the qualifiers.
No, there are quite a few. Powell didn't play in the game. I don't think
Powell played no game.
Right.
Marcus Gate don't play no game, and Frank Sinclair don't play none.
Yes, that's correct. I think Gail wanted to come though. There was some hookup with Gail. There was some hiccup with Gail.
Gail said that when he was coming, they flew him out here for 4 days, some dinner, and sitting them they have, and he was saying to the coach, he's not sure if him can cut. He might ask him, say, how the players feel, the fact that he never can play qualifiers.
Right.
And the coach said, no man, the player them say it's all right because everybody want advance like World Cup. We want guide the World Cup to make it so nice.
Right.
So me look at it now and fast forward to right now where I'm trying to figure out what was the vibe then when you have those players who came in but they never played, and the vibe now if players like Omar Hutchinson all of a sudden we qualify and then have a U-turn and change the art, same as come play with Jamaica.
Okay. Yeah. And somebody in the chat is saying McClaren has spoken to Greenwood. Not true that we haven't communicated directly. Okay. If you say so, Jay. If you say so, Jay. So some of this person named Jay know more than is that there? Yeah.
But Kranky, to be honest, like as I said before, and I think there's a lot of narratives going on. Like for me personally, I think Greenwood representative, whomever is Greenwood handlers, turn down the card.
Yeah, I think it's in hand. I don't think it's Greenwood. I was told real early in the process. I mean, said this real early that Greenwood wanted to come play. I heard Green want to come play. Max Aarons want to come play. I think Tyreek Mitchell was always iffy. I don't think Rigo Henry was totally on board way back when. I'm going to go through other players. I know Cameron Archer was on the fence. He's still young. Eventually came over the fence on this side. I still ain't seen this players come in. I was given all this intelligence about all these players. I was told Green wanted to come. But as we heard about his mom situation, and later on I heard about his dad situation, I don't think they want him to come. That's my understanding. Right?
And I think if the parents don't want him to come, then move on from him. If he wants to come and his parents don't want him to come, then move on from him.
Yeah, but I mean, remember his mom was the one signing out the papers, way back when,
Exactly.
And you had Rick Fitzrice, and you Rice and said that, right?
What I don't like though, Kranky, is this. For me, if something is holding up the player to come, fine. But the muddying up of the player's name, for example, to say that use passport to do this or that. And my argument is this. If it is that the Jamaican passport is so powerful that you will get an exemption to play in the French league, how is it that we don't have a more influx of Jamaican players in the French league?
They're not good enough.
Because look at the
African players. Maybe not good enough. Maybe not good enough.
We can't look at the African players. Oh, you see, African players dominate France in the league, little French league, them French little league.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Because the African players get the exempt. They get the exemption in terms of being treated like EU players.
No. But see, I did talk to Ketara about this. Ketara called me. Ketara spoke yesterday, I think it was, because I was saying, based on some research I did and based on what Jason Guna provided to me, that Jamaicans didn't qualify, but there's something called a Cantano agreement, which suggests that they do qualify. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying to you, Kranky, in any agreement, there is always clauses in every.
Yes, true.
So you have the ACP countries, which we have signed to the agreement. But in the ACP countries, what applies to Africa doesn't apply to the Caribbean, doesn't necessarily apply to the Pacific, because all of us have different needs. That is true. But I think there was a carve-out that allows this. I mean, you know what we need to do? We need to get somebody from the French league come talk to, because when I read all these agreements, it gets confusing. Look at it like this, Kranky. Article 13.3 is the one that they're talking about. But remember, look on the Italian Serie A. 2 years back, the Serie A changed their rule to say, if you're an English player, if you're playing in England, you're now eligible as an EU player. Because before, Tomori, who plays for AC Milan, had to be a non-EU player. Right. But because the rule change now, he's qualified as an EU player. So even if there's an agreement The league itself is the one who decides which countries.
Right, but CC, see, here's the question people are asking. So Jonathan Rowe, got his Jamaican passport, right?
Yeah.
He's not interested in playing for Jamaica.
Yeah.
And he plays the same team Green will play for.
Well, he not play this again, he play with Bologna.
But I'm saying when he was there, he got his Jamaica papers. When he was there, he was interested in playing for Jamaica. Right? Then he went and played for England on 21, which suggests that he was really interested. And now he's moved, right? The view is that Greenwood is doing the same thing, which he wants to be classified as local, so he got a Jamaica passport. I don't know. We don't know. We can only speculate. We don't know.
But I spoke to an agent, Kranky, and the man said Jamaica doesn't get the benefit. Okay. Well, so that's why I say.
So that's why people are confused, CC. That's why they're confused about why Greenwood got his passport.
Yeah. So that's why I say
we are confused, and you're right. We should start speculating because we have no idea.
Exactly.
And they're not talking. And my understanding is that we have got no inkling that he wants to come and play, either from his representative or from him.
So that's why I'm saying that it come back down to the point where if it does, the problem is that we don't know who the JFF is recruiting, and then we don't know what recruitment are going behind the scenes, because I can guarantee you, Kranky, 40% of this team is not going to the World Cup. 40% of who played in the World Cup qualifier is not going to the World Cup. Because on average, in a lot of countries, 40% of the team who qualifies the team to the World Cup doesn't go. You remember one time, I think with the guy in the name, Diego Costa played for Brazil 2 times, and then Diego Costa just come to Spain and got the World Cup. Diego Costa never played World Cup qualifiers.
Yeah, I found out today, CT, Cape Verde, right?
Yeah.
What's their population? 600,000?
Possibly, yeah, about that.
I read something on them today where their players play everywhere, and most of them are born in Cape Verde. Because the people, it's a diaspora country per se. They migrate a lot. They have players from Belgium, from Romania, from Denmark, from France. They have a diaspora team, and they're 2 games away, 1 game away. They have 2 games left. Once against Libya, and one against I can't for the other team has won a game yet. And they're going to go to the World Cup instead of, say, a Cameroon, for example. Right? That's where they are using diaspora players to get to the World Cup. So when we are here complaining and whining about too many diaspora players, everybody else just want to get that big prize. They don't care.
But I'm going to show people this. The reason why I say agent them can't stop Greenwood from coming. But never did that stop something that Leon Bailey from playing for Jamaica all along. We ran someone night time and I said, him now come. Wasn't that the case? Kranky, wasn't the case that years it take for before I see Leon Bailey come play for Jamaica. At one point in time, I say Leon Bailey go play for Belgium.
What time he was going to play for England? He's going to play for a lot of teams. England and all.
So all people want to make it seem as if an agent cannot influence a player to not come and play for a country at that particular point in time.
No, man. I was told like somebody, I'm not going to mention any name. I was told a couple of players in the EPL who is the agent who prevent them from making that transition. Tell them to wait for England. Wait forever. Some of them have no chance to play for England. They still, what's his name? Think he could have played for England, Hayden. He says he's going to wait until his last breath. And guess he decided to put down
look on the guy that will get play for France the other day. My 28. What name? The guy the name, man.
What position?
What the guy from France?
Play for who?
May I try him my name, man. He's 28 years old now. He may have come from something league. Like, I think he was coming from League 2.
Okay.
What the guy name? French players. The French players are called up recently. Like, I think just like I know Mbuemo.
Mbuemo plays for Cameroon.
Cameroon, yeah. No.
Cameroon for Cameroon.
Wissa plays for who?
Who? Wissa.
Johan Wissa.
Good question. I don't remember, Wissa is injured now.
Let me tell you the guy name. What name?
You sure it's Wissa from Newcastle?
I know Wissa, man, but me know
Wissa plays for DR Congo, right? But he's born in France. Wissa born in France. Enough of them born in France. Enough of them. Aubameyang born in France. Wissa born in France. A lot of them born in France. They play for African countries.
But the point I'm making is that a lot of times you have someone
Somebody saying Mateta.
Mateta. Jean-Philippe Mateta. Mateta get called at 28. So sometimes you cannot, your dream can come true when you reach the major.
Yeah, but Mateta get called because he play at a certain level. He must score for Crystal Palace. Certain players who are waiting now and do nothing to get no call. I was told recently that Smith Rowe still qualifies, that he's not cap-tied. Somebody from JFF told me he was cap-tied, and then somebody told me that he wasn't. And then the same person came back after being challenged saying he's not cap-tied. So Smith Rowe could be a possibility if Jamaica pursue him and decide to change allegiance. If he actually is not cap-tied.
But put it like, when, as I said before though, Kranky, when you look on how everything is shaping up to be, I think outside of the guys, that probably look and say it depends on the people who are influencing or the influences around the team, because we are starting to see the influence being shaped. Because two of these players, for example, the Timor, do you think it is the coach who selected that player, the advisor?
No, he's not the coach. Come on, there's no way the hell is the coach. I don't even think it's the advisor either. I don't think it's the advisor or the coach. Knowing the advisor, he ain't doing that. He's not doing that. But
isn't the advisor?
If it's not his player, he ain't doing that. If it's not his player, he ain't doing that. If it's not his players, he ain't doing that. He ain't doing that for no 17-year-old. I think it's somebody else who called the player, realizing. I think this is one of those cases they want to cap a player. Players born in Jamaica, left Jamaica at age 9, playing well, playing at a high level, was really good for the under 17, probably their best player. They want to cap him.
But to be honest, though, Kranky, when I look at it, I know that Whisper is coming off an injury and people have that. I think you see, like Whisper or Seymour Reid, I would give the nod to Whisper because he would have already been in the team before. And I think depends.
I don't think. Look, I rate Whisper. I think he's going to be a very good player for the national team. I don't think we should be rushing Whisper to extend himself, given the length of his stay out of football. I think we should just allow the kid to play more junior football, build up his strength, get himself to a good place, then bring him in. He's going to be in the national team on a long-term basis. Why are we rushing him to the team in a very difficult environment, in qualifiers where the games are very, very hard? I think we should allow him to go back to Chelsea.
Justin can't play for nobody else.
Exactly. So why are we rushing him? He just came off a long-term ACL injury, which are a devastating injury. Let the kid take some time and build up to full strength. Him just start play football.
I thought the coach should have called Tyrese Hall over Casey Palmer still. I really
the coach should have called Tyrese Hall, period, if he wants to come. I'm not sure Tyrese Hall want to get capped, but they should have called the kid because we don't have midfielders. We lack midfielders. It's bad.
But and the thing about it is, Kranky, I think Tyrese Hall probably would have been. I think this. My thinking is this: in the period in Tyrese Hall's career where he is, I think if we don't get him, like if we don't call him right now, and we end up going to the World Cup after the World Cup, based on depending on the trajectory, because he's like 20. Remember, as I said, Mateta was 20 and playing in League 2. And then all of a sudden he's 28 and he's in.
My understanding that Tyrese Hall is highly rated at Tottenham. I don't know why he didn't get a chance like some of the other kids there have some 19-year-old in the team. But my understanding, I heard people like Jermaine Defoe talking about him.
But some of the man them go England still not Kranky. Them not really go play long in all Spence. Jed Spence.
Yeah.
Jed Spence now go spend no long time in the England team. You know? Not to me talk him down and about.
No, I think Jed Spence defense will allow him to get more game time. But it's going to be tough for him if my player. But the good thing about him, he's versatile. He can play left or right back, right? There's not a lot of people who can do that.
Yeah.
Right? If you think about his team, which is they have injured players. If you're a liver mentor, them play.
Mitchell, when we see when I see them using right back playing left back, we know Mitchell now no chance that side.
Yeah, but Mitchell is playing well. I heard what's his name talk about him. What's the kid who used to play for Crystal Palace? Who play for Crystal Palace? I can't remember his name. I think he play for Ireland, one of those countries. He comes on Sky Sports. Mitchell is playing well as a wing back, not a left back, and as a wing back, overlapping well, crossing well, scoring 1 and 2 goals. He's playing really well, but I don't think he wants to play for Jamaica. he's been on the radar forever and been back and forth. At one point, I thought he was going to get his papers, and all of a sudden, him just disappear. Him come like a Louis Baker, except Louis Baker has a paper problem, not him not wanting to play.
You see, the man them who want to play, them have paper problem, and the man them who not want to play, for them papers look like a easy it's for sort out. But Kranky, as I said before, the whole thing, what is instructive of this campaign is to say we can't go into our probably next campaign is too early, but whatever money we get out of qualifying to the World Cup, whatever money we get going into the World Cup, we should invest that money into the development of football in the country, because we cannot be.
So here's my view on the money, people. I'm gonna get myself in trouble, but I get myself in trouble all the time. I'm gonna talk about Trump now. If you get 12 million, what do you think the players them all get?
Right. The player themselves don't know how much they get.
We don't want to get that portion, right?
Yeah.
Then the most of them have much expenses need to get paid on, right?
Yeah.
Then the parish president forget for them money. Then the people like Jeff forget for them money.
No, Kranky, sound so like say, sound like the money left, Kranky.
Hey, you think 12 million enough money when you start dividing because enough people? So you talk about 60, 70 people that get money, How much money do you think that is? 12 million, I think that's not enough. And they have enough overhead, they probably have debt, they have paid on debt. By the time them done no money left, you know, invest in which football. But that find some other source of money.
No, man.
Let's not count the money yet. Let's try to beat Curaçao Friday before we start counting money. Money done before you get the money. Money spent off already.
No, sir, I don't believe Kranky. I don't believe.
Okay. But remember me saying this. This is what October 7th at 11:12. The money spent already. I tell you. All of a sudden, debt paying I have the debt just turn up. They have to get paid on. Paid on debt. You have to pay current expenses.
But here's the difference. Here's the difference between now, Kranky, and 27 years ago. You know the.
Know the what?
There's YouTube.
Yeah, but YouTube can't tell them. First of all, they're not disclosing what the expenses are. They're not disclosing their expenses.
Whether they want to disclose the expense or not, is to come back out and say, well, when we look at the state of the football and we say, well, this is not being done and that is not being done, and they come on and say they don't have any money, then we say, what was the purpose of you qualifying for the World Cup the other day? So all of them can talk and still, that's what I say. It didn't care. The money don't spend, I heard them get the money already. Who care what one wants to say? I run the motor, I run the motor. The money don't get that spend up, man. Buy them when them for buy. Man, I said, boy, I put it, work hard enough. So I never get my own. Everybody call for them share now. Everybody think about which car them I buy. I'll get my pieces of media person I'm buying me. We need that's not the way I call the car. We need a lucid gravity. Lucid gravity. Lucid gravity. Yeah. So that means it don't make no sense then, because once you qualify then.
Ain't no investment, no investment happening in football.
It's just a feel good. It's just a feel good moment.
It's a feel good moment. Yeah, I mean, it's all about feel good, right? People in England not getting from the World Cup, they said they never win in 66. A feel good moment. Nobody not getting no money out of it. It's a feel good thing. The different, I don't work up a supply England and team there. At the EPL I supply England, you know. Trickle down effect, you know. At EPL I supply England grassroots football, you know. Jamaica, if you develop a more sustainable revenue generation construct to allow them to be able to sustain the football versus be upon some one tournament to give them some money. Cause enough man account that money already. Enough man I think about what car me buy or you have an Airbnb more and pay down pan. See a nice Airbnb though, I watch you someday see up, you know, man. You talk about work hard for money.
But as Mr. Kranky, then where are we going to get the investment from to actually build out the structure of the football in our country so we can have a
that's a good question, CC. We have no idea. Football are going to see football not change one day after it's done.
Because if you know of a sustainable thing we can run the pipeline. For example, in the French league, you know, coming out of COVID, they had to drop out 2 teams out of the league. So French league moved from 20 teams to 18 teams.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, because they didn't have the money to fund so many teams in the top league.
Well, you know that they were struggling with sponsorship, right? At one point they had no sponsorship, you know. At one point they didn't have when they had some sponsorship and it was turned out to be not legit. The company who was supposed to sponsor them and do all these things was not legit. So who knows? PSG probably supporting that entire league, you know. But it's a PSG have money on that table I run. But PSG have money on that table. I support the league. I make them relevant. I can bet that's what's happening.
I think people might see football as a big money business in terms of how much money players are earning, but it's a big money business in terms of the operation cost. Because if
it's expensive. It's expensive, man. I mean, player salary is expensive. Everything. That's why you see La Liga and Syria are going to play games outside of, actually in competition games outside of their home country, right? I think Cuomo is playing somebody in Australia, and I think two La Liga side are playing in Miami. Barcelona against what? Villarreal, what I'm thinking?
Yeah, because them realize they have to start bring the game them where the fans are.
Them realize that them can't compete with EPS and compete. Don't do like NFL though. NFL have played 3-4 NFL game in England. Got money I run.
But them the game in London one night.
But then they used to do one game. Now them about 3-4 game up in England. As them go where the money is. The US is all about where the money is. Go get it. Those countries are complaining about the fans as if the fans only sit in that locale. That the game has changed. England said they will never do it, blah blah. They'll do it eventually. The money's big enough, you do it. Everybody do it when the money's big enough.
Boy, Kranky, all I can say is, as I say, it's a feel good moment, but we have to find somewhere for work around it.
So how much Jamaica go? Let me say something to people, because people don't realize this. Me now pay no $3,000 for no game. If me can't get media pass, me now got me. Sometimes it's not about being able to afford the game, you know. You can't afford it, you know, but it's not. If something's not reasonable, I'm not buying it. I am not gonna buy some for $3,000. I'm not doing it. If Jamaica make a World Cup and I'm about $3,000-$4,000, me now go. Even if me can't afford it, me now go.
$3,000 what? $3,000 what?
They're US dollars. Some of the games nowadays. So here's what they have. They have dynamic pricing, right? Whereby they may sell the tickets for like $1,500, and then they put it on the open market. That ticket could go for, based on demand, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. The prices are ridiculous. The average prices, the World Cup, the price for the World Cup. Wait, the price for the World Cup, I think was $1,600 in Qatar. It's about $6,000 something for a World Cup, cheapest seat in the US.
So that means I'm going to be in America while the World Cup is going on, watching it in a bar.
Yes, and I'll be carrying it on my YouTube channel. I hope we make the World Cup, because it's gonna be interesting. Look, I'm gonna try to go to the game. I am reluctant to pay that kind of money if you're gonna watch some game. And you know, people are buying tickets, they have no idea which game they're gonna watch.
Then I normally have World Cup volunteers.
Yeah, they'll have volunteers.
No, sign up for volunteer. Be a World Cup volunteer, so we can't stay there.
Yeah, a lot of corporates are gonna buy up a lot of these tickets. They have some. It's the World Cup is not like before. It's not a good thing. Qatar, I think, was easier for a lot of people because a lot of people had to fly out there. Here, it's very difficult, and then you're gonna have people visa problem, and everybody have to go get visa for coming. Because US get to be ever look a bit toxic. So,
well, don't buy a ticket before you get the visa.
But you have to. If you want a ticket, you have to buy a ticket like now. Else later on the price will be ridiculous.
Kranky, I don't know. Me more can watch a match, but I don't know it go. Because if I didn't price, they are tell me Kranky.
No, the prices are ridiculous for some games. You know, if you watch New Zealand play and you buy a ticket for like $1,000, some ridiculous number. I forgot what the price was the cheapest ticket. There's some ticket prices are reasonable, but it's in the nosebleed section where you can't really see the game. A lot of prices for good seats are ridiculously priced.
So, Kranky, if you see me in a stadium, I'll give one drink as a steward. There's no someone could get in.
Yeah, no, I am. But I think teams get a lot of tickets, you know. So when you get ticket, they probably get resold. Because I was told people get killed by people. I was told that sometimes people get tickets, you know, and then get resell, and they get resell, and not get to nobody.
Oh boy.
Dr. Dan said the cheapest ticket himself was $2,000. Yeah, the tickets prices are out of control. Literally out of control. Wait, people, we are in October. The World Cup is not until next summer. And the price are they're only going to get worse because demand is only going to increase.
Wow.
Nah, that's not true, Sanjay. You're buying prices of tickets, you don't have no idea what you're going to watch. That's what people are talking about. Yeah, price gouging is as big as it's saying is out of control. Yeah, but I think they changed some of the. I was reading that today. They changed some of the rules around it because sometimes you couldn't sell by the tickets. FIFA used to have a rule where you couldn't sell the tickets above face value. Them changed that. Can't sell it for anything you want to sell it for. So before it used to have a ticket, you couldn't resell it above face value. They have changed that. People just want to make money. People's projecting they make what 13 billion from this World Cup. That's a projection. I think it's 13 billion. And their view is that they will redistribute the money amongst all the teams them that are in them configuration. So yeah.
So that means that when there's so much people got World Cup money, where did people get the money from?
No, but some people are saved up for 10 years, and some people are saved up for 4 years. If you save up for a long time, it's possible. Some people sell them car. Would you sell your car to go to a World Cup if Jamaica get World Cup? When you come home, when you come back, you walk out work.
unless my country have a realistic view of winning the World Cup. Or for example, them people say them older. Like if we reach out 70 Kranky, I may have all one car and I sell that and go World Cup.
Yeah.
But I have nothing else right now. I just have that. But at this stage.
So who is Whisper in the squad for? Do you know? I hear people say Whisper is in the squad.
I did not see Boz. I didn't see Boza. So yeah,
no, somebody said he's in the squad. Somebody said Nicholson's in the squad. I see Shamar House and Nicholson in the squad. Here's what I don't like about the JFF. The JFF don't update their list sometimes when they make changes. They don't. They keep the same old list. I don't know why. I don't know why they do that.
Because they all. I heard Whisper was in the team, but I never heard them say who will win our team for.
I see Seymour Reid being interviewed today, so I can't hear him.
But as I said before, I didn't see when Mr. Alder. I didn't see Aiden and I didn't see Shamar Nichols.
Well, Hayden wouldn't play the first game, right? Hayden.
I know, but I'm saying that I didn't see Aiden, Shamar Nicholson, or Casey Palmer.
Right. I think he said the coach of Palmer and Casey and Hayden come later, is what my understanding was. And I don't know what Nicholson. But here's the thing: we don't need any more forwards. We need midfielders. We carried 2 midfielders at World Cup. Didn't anybody learn from that? Nobody learned from that. We carried 2 midfielders in the World Cup. And in this game, we have what? We have Joshua Hangling, we have K-Roy, we have Bobby Reed, we have John Russell, and supposedly Ian Frey. And we could add Latty to the mix. That's
Kranky,
stupid.
You never hear the advisor say there's not only one way to play.
Which advisor? Fake advisor?
National team advisor, man.
Fake advisor? Fake advisor? Which advisor?
The national team advisor, man, said there's not only one way to play.
Look, I would agree that you may have to adapt sometime during games, right? But you should have a system you should have a style of play. And if you're forced to change it because of facts and circumstances, you may change it. But we have no style of play. So what do you mean? We just kick the ball at the field and hope we get to his destination. That's what we do. We don't play with no style of play. We don't have no idea what we are doing. And it starts from. Now I understand we have a lot of players who are from diaspora players in the team, but it starts from the fact that we have no system of play in Jamaica. We have no technical director. We have no technical committee. I do nothing, and that's why we struggle. We don't have any lead. We lack leadership. If we didn't lack leadership, we'd have put a strategy in place a long time ago to help the football and to build relationships and get people to help us develop. But no, we talk a good game and we don't produce.
But Kranky, the national advisor say they might work on a football philosophy.
So like one Roman philosophy, they might work on which football philosophy. I don't know football philosophy. Some people just like talk sometimes, you know. See, just like talk. They like to hear themselves talk. Seriously. Talk your nonsense.
Oh, but Kranky, remember, they man the Pep Guardiola of Jamaica, you know?
That's a disrespect to Pep Guardiola. It is because Pep Guardiola has a system of play.
I know Pep. What I'm saying to you is, when you come on to football, Are they man there? Are they,
Right. Okay. So they're the Jamaica gurus, right?
Yes.
Who have never won a game in CONCACAF. They never won a game outside the Caribbean. Never won a game outside the Caribbean, have they? I'm not about the national team. I'm talking about the club team, the gurus who run this club team, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've never won a game outside the Caribbean. Am I correct? Never. We have these tournaments now. We have tournaments now where we play the team from the MLS. And we ever beat any MLS team? Have we ever had to beat the MLS team? Have we ever drawn with the MLS team since we have these competitions? Okay. 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 I these Tapa carry go final and semi-final. People are beat Tapa, but Tapa producing her. And Tapa had a lot of local players in his team, and he did really well in the Gold Cup.
Then Tapa could carry the all local team to the final.
Yes, Tapa, you can't beat Tapa when it comes to the team.
But I remember saying this to people that if the Magos said the most qualified person to get the job, I said no, because the most qualified person I know would have been Tapa, who would have won Caribbean Cup.
Yes.
Who would have beaten some of the side, Central American side, would have beaten the US. Well, all of them top side, Tapa would have beaten them before. So somebody was saying this to me the other day. Somebody told me that some of the players who came to Jamaica had good respect for Tapa, actually. Somebody who knows and who knows people played said some of those players respected Tapa greatly, actually. Some of them respect Tapa. Last thing I say is this. It's if you choose between Tapa and the national team advisor for coach the team, I can guarantee you more of the players will say Tapa than the national team advisor.
I would think so.
So no matter if some people want to spin it and turn it, I think Tapa, you ever think of it like this. I think Tapa got the national team in a time when we were all over the place.
Yeah.
So I think if you look on now compared to when Tapa get the team, McClaren get a far easier job than Tapa.
McClaren has a better team than Tapa. He has a better team than Tapa. He has better players. It's a better team.
Alone, but and a better players alone in the Kranky. Better situation.
Right. No, that's true. That's true.
Tapa look on Mexico and US and Canada.
With no money.
Panama.
We take van to fly. We take van. You fly in a van.
Oh God.
So, I mean, and the luggage them leave and the players them stay at the place.
People like me say, people for really sit down and analyze. And I remember Tapa brought the team to the final, the hexagonal round. Tapa qualified.
I think Tapa was, you know something. I think history will treat Tapa well.
Yeah, history. I
think history will treat Tapa well. I think history will treat Tapa well.
Because people always look for it and I say, oh, Tapa was playing and this and I'm like, if you look at the squads that Tapa had and you look at the squads we have now, and you look at the structure that Tapa went through, Tapa was going through a phase where JFF the PAL restricted funding.
Yeah, man, when Tapa played, there's no money when Tapa was. Wait, first of all, them play Tapa chum change. Tapa wasn't making $100,000 a year.
Actually, when allegedly it was 3,000 US, Tapa was offered it. Tapa was getting it 3,000 US a month.
It was less than 50K. It was and then Agrim said, "Come and make $500,000."
And it was alleged that the sports minister had to step up the pay so Tapa can get $1 million.
Yeah. No, it sure will give Tapa justice. Tapa, in hindsight, because a lot of us would be Tapa way back when, but in hindsight, given what football was, and given what Tapa did and what Tapa achieved, and how financially destitute we were, and the toxic situation within the JFF, and Tapa navigated all those situations, and he wasn't paid. Yeah,
no,
it wasn't really paid.
Like if people really look into the conversation, here people are always say, "Oh, JFF was." Even when they're talking and say we were coming from a place where it was bad and it was this and it was that, but people came out and said we gave Tapa everything. Gave him everything of what? If I even look at even Tapa's staff compared to now, I don't know if Tapa did have so much video.
Tapa, I don't video analyst. Yeah, no, I'm not anything there.
Goalkeeper.
Tapa put him finger at the ear and put him finger on wave.
Why don't my clipboard Tapa have to?
Tapa clipboard. Yeah.
Come on, I think people, as I rightfully say, I'm Kranky when I look back at what Tapa did people are gonna look back and respect. And as I said, history
History's gonna show. Because first of all, if can you imagine if Tapa get knocked out in the first round of McClaren? Tapa that get slaughtered, destroyed. McClaren didn't get totally destroyed. Tapa that get destroyed. They want to say Tapa can't coach the World Cup side after the World Cup. That would have happened. Trust me. Because I think we had less respect for Tapa than we. You know what Tapa's biggest problem was? What was Tapa's biggest problem?
I think Tapa's biggest problem was, I think it have to do with, I think, the division that was in the team and Tapa.
Nah, man. Nah, and I'm biggest problem. Right. And it's actually superficial. Well, it's not totally superficial. Tapa's biggest problem was his inability to communicate effectively. So if you can't really articulate yourself really well and position things a certain way and manage the pause a certain way, you're not going to resonate well with the audience. All right? So people that cuss me tonight, so I'm not Jamaican, come and talk a certain way. We can't talk about me, want to talk.
I know.
You can't talk about me, want to talk anytime, in any forum.
You know, I think, I know that to Kranky, I think, you know what I think was Tapa's biggest problem? When Tapa, after Bradley Stewart left, because Bradley Stewart was Tapa's assistant, you know?
Yeah.
I think after Bradley, Tapa never got the assistant that he wanted. Because if you have an assistant that you want, that the assistant now can do the communication part if you're not so good for the communication, but it's your guy.
But you still have to talk, you know. See, you can't, as a coach, you have to be the face and you have to be the face.
Yes, but you still have to talk, you know, Kranky. But I'm just saying to you that if you add somebody there with you when you say you trust, where I think that person, you know, can assist you in the communication department. Maybe they're not going to assist you in the public, but before you have one press conference or before you talk, you and them have a conversation and then go over some stuff.
No, he's not going to help you. Here's the thing, Cece. You have to face the media. They're going to ask you questions, and you have to articulate questions from right field, left field, wherever those questions come. And some questions are not cookie cutter questions. They're questions which are going to require some level of thought and some level of communication. I don't think McClaren's the greatest communicator. I think McClaren talks a bunch of... He sounds good because he has the English accent. It's a bunch of, you know what, sometimes you just listen to him saying, what the hell are you saying? So the same thing. If you ask McClaren why Stewart didn't come in the team or why Fleming don't come in the team, he'll say, you know, we watched him. We saw him. He was right there. We've been watching him for the last 6 months or 2 years, and he was right there. But we have to make a choice between these two players. He said that every single time. Wait, first of all, Simon, who's Siobhan Stewart? Oh, no, I know the cookie cutter I need to give them. Oh, Siobhan Stewart? Oh, yeah, I've heard that name before. Yes, we watch him. He plays in Israel, and yes, he's somebody on that course. It was a choice between these two players. Siobhan Stewart has been scoring goals for the last whatever. He's very close. He's very close to the team. Very close.
Cranky, you know, I didn't want to say this before I go. When the other day, Siobhan Stewart was signed in Israel, 1.5 million. I think it was a record fee for the club that he came from.
All right.
That club is the highest player them ever sell. And it was Trevante when them sell him to the Israel club. And curious to note, it was not posted. It was posted by, the local vloggers, BAM Sports, them. So it was posted by the local vloggers, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't see JFF posting it. And then me look on a post the other day, I see JFF posted Maggie from free agent, Mount Pleasant sign. And I'm like,
well, I gotta be careful. The question is it JFF or who is designated by the JFF? Because when we say JFF, so I would agree it's the organization because they're supposed to be responsible and somebody should be leading and saying we should do this. But they also designate some special person to be the person to do it. They say the media department. So maybe you should call out the people. Maybe it's the person who runs media for them.
Kranky, I want to make you tell you. If we qualify for the World Cup, do not be surprised if Maggie is on the plane.
What do you mean? You must fly and buy a ticket? What do you mean about the plane? Everybody can buy a ticket to go on plane. Everybody can buy a ticket to go on plane, CC. Come on, CC.
34. Don't be frightened if Maggie.
Anybody can buy, but World Cup ticket expenses. Oh yes, Maggie I get enough by Mount Pleasant, enough Jamaican dollars in ticket now. Consider 3,000-4,000 times 155, 160. Enough money that.
Kranky, how much player ever see the JFF post when they get signed for one club?
Yeah, but he's a national player, right? He's playing for the national team, so maybe that's why.
He has played in the national team.
Well, but Chavante has been forgotten. Wait, here's a bad thing about Chavante, which people got to realize. Chavante and some other player violated curfew, right? And then ban Chavante, but them can't ban that player there. That's what happened. And it's up to Meron Gordon to call Chavante. Because the coach don't know nobody who are Jamaican, who are Jamaican. They know nobody who are Jamaican. He hear about them. Either Simon tell him or Meron Gordon tell him. You don't know nobody who are Jamaican. You don't know nobody play them. Okay, why want to tell you about Twice Scout or Vibe Scouts or whatever it is. You don't know nobody. You don't know nobody. Sorry, you don't know nobody.
You know me, I watch beside beat up Liverpool the other day. And guess who I seen in the stadium?
Oh.
Thomas Stoker.
Yes, of course. I saw him too, yes.
Yes,
Him watching James. He's watching James. He's watching what's his name? The kid that played midfield. Jones. He's watching all those players. He's watching Bradley. He's watching all of them. Of course, he goes to the games.
So I said to myself, why Scott that Stamford Bridge?
Yes. It's me. It's called In Person. Has a new name, In Person.
Hey,
no,
by the time at the press conference, I'm here, man. So why Scott to me? I say, what is going?
But Tuchel got criticized when he didn't fully move to England yet. And he said he went to games even when he didn't move. Remember in last January, I think it was about January or something, when he was getting criticized by English press about how does he manage being in Germany versus here. Man, same still go give him. But he hate the coach. Same go give him. The coach front one them thing they know. You know something? The last press conference that was held. I know that we can only ask questions from Jamaica. But let me just say that for those people who are going to those press conferences and asking questions, please do your research. Please do your research. Please write down your questions. Please test your questions if you have tested with some people to make sure they resonate, and that's what we want to know about. Some of those questions, I had to turn the thing off because I cringe on those questions. And not because I'm supposed to be smart than anybody else, because I'm not. But when I'm going to ask questions, I actually do review them. I would think about them like 2 days in advance and come up with questions. The only time I asked the prompt question was when we in Jamaica with you and you guys put me on the spot to ask question. And I asked a question because I wasn't going to ask any question. I didn't plan for that. But I do plan out my questions. Yeah.
I saw the coach at games before in a Kranky.
Oh, so you saw him in Jamaica game, watching the Jamaica players. Wait, Savannah Park?
I was Savannah.
I said the players are not good, they're not smart. So the players are not smart. The players are not smart, them physical, them can't run. Them are deer. The players are deer, them can't run, they're not smart.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But they weren't taught football.
Him said they're not smart, and TVJ said him smart. So it's very impressive. Hey, TVJ, I call it TVJ, because TVJ cost me some take them stuff and I give them credit. But TVJ, come up with one thing when the man say, "Oh, them smart." I say, "Star, don't stop them thing." The man said, "They don't know football. They don't know if you run up and down, they know football." So the man say, "No, I coach us, and me say so." Me attack Jamaican now, can I say me can't attack Jamaican. So the coach me attack Yali now. So the man said, "No know if you play football, no if you run up and down." Him say, "England them start play at 7 years old. Them teach them to play football. I don't know if you play football." So the man say, and me say so, him say so. Somebody says him go Sheffield. Yeah, him talk to Bernard. Him talk to Bernard and him talk to him go watch a game. Same see Bernard and talk to Bernard. Yeah, him talk to himself with Dishan Bernard.
Put it like this, Kranky. Oh, here's the next revelation. If Dishan Bernard is not on the plane, Mr. Greenwood won't be on the plane. Why?
Should have a long-term injury, man. A bad knee problem having a. And you're supposed
come back along?
No, and probably even a train, but no, I'm to him.
One to the other guy when we did see that we put on the list, Kranky. The left back for what used to play for Man U.
Which left back? I mean, no left back.
Him did sign one club down in a championship the other day, and I think a championship he signed.
We do people. You know we do. A Yankees win. A Yankees down to 2-0, and if you win 3 games in a row, let me just say this. We put no player on the list. We shouldn't have on the list. No, as people, it's like we just throw. It's just say, a man say, hey, CC, we coming now. CC, now people say, but put him on the list. I can see him like in the list. I'm just put him on the list. Seriously, CC. I tell you, people on the list shouldn't be on the list at all. We don't know them get on the list. We don't know we do them thing there. We don't do them thing there, man. we should only put eligible people on the list, people. Like Rico Henry, for example. So Rico Henry, so I said the other day that we don't call Rico Henry, right? And somebody from the JFF text me and said, me wrong. You know me I talk about kind of on passport. And I thought that was such a disingenuous comment by that person. And the person probably listened, so I call you out. First of all, we know it takes no time for citizenship to get your passport. No time. And so the person have to change allegiance. Now, if you have to change, the person never play for England, so I'm not sure they have to change allegiance. But to come and say, I am wrong, because I said the person, a citizen, I don't get called, and you know it don't take no time to get the passport, you're being disingenuous. So if you are listening, I call you out. You're disingenuous by you. Nonsense that. If you call the man, I'm sure anyone will come. So you get the passport in that day, go pick it up at Jamaica and run things. I don't know where you talk about. You have to go through the expeditious process. So yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know about Light Kelly, madly, but Light Kelly situation is complex. I know they were gonna try to pursue him, but I don't know what happened. But yeah, he has Jamaican thing, but it's very complicated for Light Kelly. Light Kelly coming out Louis Baker.
But Kranky, as I say, I don't know why they put a bunch of man on the list, and some of them are not.
Some of them have them papers, they put them on the list. They're not on papers, they put them on the list. I don't know why. Joke thing. Don't put them on the list. Can they build up the fans them hope? But if them put it up to make the fans them feel good. But they make the fans them feel bad because when they come, fans them all custom man and say they don't want to come play for Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
When the man is not on papers, you put the man on the list and they're not ready to come on the list. I hear think that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, why put people on a list that they're not ready?
Yeah, so
it's almost like me publish a list of players who could play for Jamaica. I'm just put storage. Me if you hear a man call a radio the other day and say, if Sterling can come play, like how England now use him anymore.
Sterling can come play at Jamaica, he can go play Bionic Gardens and can play Mount Pleasant. He can play Mount Pleasant.
The man say like how England now use him anymore.
Yeah, he can play for Mount Pleasant. He can play for Mount Pleasant. He can play for Mount Pleasant.
Some of the fans them. Greg, some of the fans them really.
They're not follow the thing like how you follow TC. See, the thing they were called superficial fans, and that's understandable.
Kranky, that's why me and Steve said the fact that man can say that about Sterling. Imagine the other players them now, them other players when him see one look on name on the list and them say, yo, when him see like Louis Baker, him see one like players because Louis Baker is a player where people don't know. Because he mean at Chelsea Academy, he play some some people don't know him. So when them see players that them know and them say, yo, we can't get the ball here. And then 2 tours now, 2 months, 2 windows pass and then I get the ball. The narrative is out there, the player turn down call up. Only to find out the player never have no documents. Right now, my argument is this though, Kranky. What happened to Mothersill? Where is Mothersill? Oh, Mothersill just drop off our radar. So.
No, my understanding Mothersill is injured. That's what I was told him is injured. I don't know if that's the case or not, but somebody mentioned to me he's injured. So and I know Cadamarteri was injured quite a bit last year. You remember a YouTuber come out and blast Cadamarteri, so them shouldn't bring Cadamarteri. You remember that one there?
Yeah, man, remember. But when Mothersill get goal on, Mothersill play about 7 games since late season.
Somebody mentioned to me that he's injured. I don't know if he's injured or not. I haven't followed him. I don't really follow championship, Once in a while I watch a game because me Jamaica and I play, but otherwise never really. It's Martin Baker is saying that he's injured. I was told he was injured, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if Rico Henry has been. I don't know what the situation Rico is. Rico has a citizenship. And we can ask the question, why would Rico get his citizenship? But I don't think he has been called actually. As I said, some of the JFF accosted me and say I am wrong and him can't get called. But they might put the funny thing about that, no? They might put some other people on the list and they might tell me say, but our citizenship can't get pure nonsense. JFF is so disappointing sometimes.
Kranky, but just want to qualify for the World Cup down here, man. At this point,
well, no, we all want to qualify because we all are selfishly want us to do well, and we want to feel good about our team and our country, and that we are at the upper echelon of football, and we got a World Cup. So Friday's game is the biggest game in the 6th game we're gonna play, in my view. That Friday's game is a huge game. Because if we draw with them, we have 7 points? And they will have 5 points, right? Yeah. And Trinidad should beat Bermuda. So Trinidad we have 4 points. So Trinidad still 3 points behind us. We beat Trinidad already now. If we can draw with them, I beat them and then beat them out our yard and beat Bermuda, we said we're not gonna beat Trinidad, we got Trinidad. So But Friday's game, I'm glad we have players like Bobby Reed back. Because I think we need that workhorse in the middle. Somebody who's composed and have workhorse. But we're going to miss Hayden big time. Because the middle could have been Isaac. It would have been Isaac, Bobby Reed to me, and maybe John Russell. But John Russell not playing a ball. John Russell is on the bench.
Yeah, and then Latibody here now playing no ball.
Latibody literally not playing a ball. There's one thing not playing well, which is what I mean, Mr. not playing a ball. There's another thing for not playing at all.
Yeah, man. Latin not play at all.
I'm not Lati alone. Peanut not playing no portion of ball. Damien alone not playing no portion of ball.
Well,
Dexter play portion of ball.
Pinnock
play 75 minutes one start and play about 75 minutes. In the bench last game, in the bench enough nowadays. A new coach.
In the bench to the two Manchester side them.
Yeah, enough. A new coach. You know, the coach may not rate him as much as he was ready before by Frank. So he now get much game time. I understand Miss Noel getting now play a ton of football.
Yes, if I'm not go up to him because the coach not down there. So
Amari Bell play football, but him sometimes come on bench.
You see the thing with the Casey Palmer situation though. Casey Palmer the coach, him now but no game for that field, you know.
Yeah. Somebody says that Lati Holgate and Low haven't played minutes since Gold Cup. Right. That defense they never practice against Curaçao. Go ahead, say what else?
Well, look, Manchester United Academy player now did it still. So
Amy Henry said Frey got his passport in St. House today, although it was a renewal. Okay, renewal a little bit different from getting a new passport. But if you go through the expeditious process, it's quick.
Frey's sister plays for something, you know. It's not like Frey. I'm Frey's situation different. Because Frey not near America side, man. You see, man, I call him.
No. In not close to the America side. No.
Yeah, because if he was close, America already qualified for World Cup.
Yeah, someone says that there's a possibility we qualify this window. Yeah, if we win both games and Trinidad draw, at Trinidad we play Curaçao.
If we win both games, Trinidad fail to.
If Trinidad draw with Curaçao in Curaçao and we win both games, we qualify. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a possibility we can qualify this round.
I think Curaçao is gonna be a tough team. Curaçao gonna be tough. Them up here, Dutch player them have them team, you know.
Yeah.
I told my brethren down there, and I said, man, they speak English perfectly. I say, all of them come from, they don't come. You say, my stay here, won't tell the Curaçao team. And if say, can you send me some picture with some of them? Yeah?
Is it the Malaysia thing?
Yeah.
Where Malaysia, they must have forging passport for foreign players to play for them.
No, I haven't seen that.
Basically forging documents to say that their grandparents came from Malaysia.
Wow.
And then trying to use that now to get them to qualify to play for Malaysia. Big scandal. Big scandal, man.
I am not surprised. People are desperate, you know. CC. We're going to work. Hey, let me tell you something. Why do you think Turkey are by Jamaican athletes? Everybody want to be on the world stage. Everybody want to be recognized. Everyone want their name out there. It helps with your tourism. It helps with your brand. It helps with your visibility. It helps with your notoriety. Everybody wants that. Who wouldn't want that? So you're going to do whatever it is to get there. You'll change your laws and constitution to allow people to become citizens of your country so you can get there. Yeah. So, and we are complaining. We have players who have our heritage and we are complaining about them, my team. Joke thing. Anyway, CC, me a lot down. Yeah, man. Appreciate the call.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Bless up. All right. Thanks, CC. All right, everyone. I must say good night. First of all, many of you have stayed with me through the last almost 3 hours, which I thought I was going to come on for an hour. But I don't know, sir. I want to run things, so just go with the flow. So I do appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for being here. I'll probably do another show. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow. I want to do one Thursday, and then I'll come back Friday to do pre-game, watch along, and post-game. 3 different shows me on Friday. I have an appointment Friday, but I hope to come back in time to do maybe a 1 hour before the game, 1 hour leading to the game, and then an hour and a half after the game. I am looking forward. I am actually looking forward to Friday's game, and I'm not looking forward to Friday's game. I do have some trepidation. I'm gonna use that word. More than concern, trepidation about going to Curaçao, playing on AstroTurf, even though it's supposed to be a good AstroTurf, with a team where a bunch of our players are not in good stead. We have too many players, not in, especially defense, I'm going to like the midfield who are not playing regular minutes. So I would expect the team, I want to see what the team is going to be, but the team sort of picks itself apart from maybe one position, which is CDM. And as Tony is saying, which I've said before, which is Friday is the most important game in these qualifiers. We win Friday, because I expect us to beat Bermuda at home. And we literally qualify in the course of qualifying. We draw, it's still not a worse result. Curaçao don't get more points. And then we'll see what happens to the Trinidad Curaçao game. But, I mean, offensively, for a forward line standpoint between Gray and Cadamarteri and Cephas and Kaim, Dixon and Burrell, we have a decent forward line, right? And they're playing football. Shamar. We look on the defense. Now playing a portion of football. Damien alone playing of football. Dexter playing a portion of football. Ethan playing a portion of football. But I mean portion meaning a lot of football. Joel just come back now playing a portion of football. It's not a good look. I go to midfield, which was weak already. So your defense now playing a portion of football and your midfield weak. It's weak. We can't get on that name. It's weak. All the people like the forward them. At least me have a goalkeeper back, because I talk the truth. Jamal Waite took bombing the last time, people. Look, bombing, bad. I mean, Jamal Waite, I was about to Jamal Waite. The first game against Bermuda, 97% passing accuracy. And the man play against Trinidad the first time I go on a football field. He look last. Can't stop a ball. He get one shot against him against Bermuda, he bounce off him chest. I've shot one of him chest against Trinidad. Him look bummy, him start kick with the ball. Make mistake, I almost cause a goal, we kick with the ball. Him look bummy. So I'm glad Blake come back. Blake is not great with his feet, but he have to get the ball past Blake. The Damien Lowe is not playing. He might play enough minutes though, because Damien Lowe game secure. Any player not playing for junior qualifier should not be selected for the final squad when we qualify. I am not going to say that. And here's what I'm going to say that, because there are a lot of different reasons why players may not play for us. Whether it's problems with, look, let me tell you something. I mean, know this for almost a fuck. You know, Mr. Almost, because I don't want to put on black for nothing. The JP, when they on private plane go England, bunch of people that come and get the thing, but so then JP, when people pay them, if you're going to get them passport, and some man no one do them thing there. Or the engagement hasn't been what it should be. There are players who I thought would have been in the team by now, at least 4 or 5 of them. I am shocked, flabbergasted, surprised that they are not in the team at this point. Like, seriously. I thought Max Aarons, I thought Max Aarons at minimum would be here. 3 left back. I thought Rico Henry would be here. I didn't expect Mitchell, because I think he's always on the fence. I thought the center forward was at Southampton would be here. Cameron Archer. I am shocked they're not here. And I thought, so I am kind of shocked they're not here. Seriously. Based on my note that I had before about possibilities and probabilities and where they were, and some players were pushing really hard to get their papers, and now it all fizzles out. Right? So that's very, very disappointing. But don't take this literally, people. It's figuratively. Now, 1 monkey can't stop the show, or 2 monkey can't stop the show, or 3 monkey can't. I mean, I can't about the monkey. It's a figure of speech. Not some people take it literally. So I want to stay and just want to say something when I go so. But no 1 person can stop the show. No 2 person can stop the show. Sure, have to go on. Still have 23 people, and we can add more. My hope is that come Saturday, we're all smiling. If we ain't smiling Saturday, get tricky, people. We still have home game, we still have Curaçao at home, but we go away to Trinidad, which is never going to be easy. Trinidad was a better team against us when we were at home. But my hope is that the team will be fit, right? We'll get some of the players back from injuries or who come in. I just don't understand why certain players are not in the national team at this point. It doesn't make any sense to me. Based off jargon, that makes no sense. Based on what was happening before the last window, there was push to bring some players in, people. No, understand, no. People work on passport feverishly and citizenship, and all of a sudden just died out. And because my source and I are not in the same page anymore, I don't know what it is. I haven't followed up with them. So anyway, I'll be back this week before Friday, and then we'll talk. All right, everyone? So I hope you have a wonderful evening. Jargon to come later as usual. Typical Yardi. And by the way, if you're in the New York region, my soccer team is having they their 50th anniversary this Saturday at Nazareth High School. So if you want tickets, me have tickets. You can call a 347 number. We have tickets. Only $75. No, someone on cheap, you know. Only $75 on a turn, but a good thing. Food excellent, music good. We have steel band, contemporary song from the steel band. We can't play them because we get copyright, but them sound good. You have a slow a play. It take place, funny play. If you don't speak Yardie, speak Patois, you're probably not going to enjoy the play because you're not going to get it. Because some Jamaican thing. But it's a good thing. So if you're in a New York region, New Jersey region, Connecticut, and you want to come have some fun, come join me. All right? A fun thing, good people. All right? Nazareth High School, big head. So if you're in New York and you want to come, link me, $75 for your ticket. It's worth it. It's a contribution. Tax deductible. It's a non-for-profit organization. Tax deductible. So we just raise the money and ticket is contribution. All right? So anyway, bless up people. Have a good evening. And by the way, me MC the event, so you know it's all good. Anyway, by the way, good evening. Bless up and we'll talk. All right? Peace out. Kranky Life is the best to be now. For the best sports talk and it's free, yo. Kranky Life will be your guiding light by keeping you informed both day and night. Kranky Life, kill them. Kranky Life, heed them. Kranky Life, want them. Kranky Life. From the courts to the field, we'll never lose because Kranky has the hottest news. With expert analysis, we break it down. Our in-depth coverage is best in town. Kranky Life, kill them. Kranky Life, heed them. Kranky Life, want them. Kranky Life. Kranky Life, where the sports is spicy and where we keep the discussion lively. Kranky Life, get to know the name because Kranky analysis is never lame. Kranky Life, give me my Kranky Life. I want my Kranky Life. Must have my Kranky Life. Whether it's football or track and field, you know Kranky is at the wheel. So join the journey through victory and defeat and subscribe and don't miss a beat of Kranky Life. Kill them, Kranky Life. Heed them, Kranky Life. Want them, Kranky Life. If you're from England or USA, from Kingston or Bombay, from Kenya or Canada, Lagos or Havana, visit Kranky Life. Tune into Kranky Life. Like up Kranky Life. Subscribe to Kranky Life. Kranky Life coming to you on weekdays. Kranky Life sometimes on Sundays. Pull up a chair and take a seat because Kranky will always bring the heat. Kranky Life. Me say fi tell them Kranky Life. Me say fi heed them Kranky Life. On them Kranky Life. Kranky Life will be around. Kranky Life is the best in town. Me say fi heed them. Me say fi want them. Me say fi heed them. Want them, heed them, want them. Kranky Life. Kranky Life. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them. Kranky Life. Kranky Life. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them. Kranky Life. Kranky Life. Kranky. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them. Heed. Want. Heed. Want. Heed them.